Welcome along to another DR Sports production. My name is Laurie. We've got a big Europa League game tonight. Clash of the Titans. Manchester United versus Barcelona, a game that many people say is worthy of the final. This is the second leg of the round of 32. We saw the previous game was a hell of a game, and we're back here again for the second part of this fixture. Now, introducing my panel to my right. Neek's in the house, repping Man U.
Thanks for having me again. As you say, it was a great first game. This is the biggest game of the week in European football. I dare anyone to challenge me on that one. And I'm sure the viewing figures will suggest that as well.
You know what? I wouldn't argue with that. And you know I like to argue with you. I've got to say, you're spot on. I was driving here today to host the show. And I was thinking to myself how much I'm looking forward to this game. I covered the game, the previous game, and it was a tremendous game. And that's exactly what I was thinking. That, you know, this just got tied around written all over it.
This is first. It's first in La Liga versus third in the Premier League, as opposed to like second in La Liga versus mid-table that we saw on Tuesday or Wednesday.
And as
it's
I said,
a big game here.
Yeah, absolutely. And as I said in my introductory comments, it's a game that many people, and listen, I'm an Arsenal fan, as many of you would know, but many people would say it's worthy of the final itself.
Yeah,
so you know. But yeah, okay, moving on then, because, you know, we've got another esteemed panelist in the house to my left. Raul!
Thank you.
How are you doing?
Thank you, guys. Thank you to the Sport for inviting me.
I should just say that he's not here to support Barca.
Never.
Even though he's got his Spanish attire on.
Never. Yeah. It doesn't look. It doesn't look around 32. I am impressive because it's true that the Barcelona is on top of the league, 8 points ahead us, Real Madrid.
So you want a spying mission?
Eh?
You want a spying mission, are you?
You're spying on Barcelona to see what form they're in.
Hopefully they need to lose. They need to lose. I don't mind if they put the focus in the La Liga, but if they lose today and they lose next week in front of us, because we have one Clásico, so I think the season is down.
But I often find that isn't there a school of thought to suggest that maybe you want them to sneakily to progress in this tournament? Because obviously, if they're in this tournament, then, you know, their focus is split. Whereas if they're out of this tournament, then they're just going to focus on the Liga, and that might be to your detriment. Or do you just think, no, I hate them, I want them out?
No, listen, if you ask too many fans that they are speaking about La Liga and the Copa del Rey, they didn't speak about the Europa League.
It's because it's a bit embarrassing because they were in the Champions League and they got knocked out. So it's
I don't understand why, to be honest.
Well, why it's embarrassing?
Yeah.
Because they got knocked out of the Champions League.
But it's an Europa trophy.
I'll give you an example. If last season, if they finished fifth in La Liga and qualified for the Champions League through that way, the Europa League, you say, okay, we weren't good last season, now we're in the Europa League. But being in the Europa League itself, it just keeps reminding them the fact that, and especially while Real Madrid are going through in the Champions League, literally the Europa League for certain teams, like for us, Barcelona, probably Juventus, maybe Arsenal, maybe not so much because they haven't been in Champions League recently. But if you don't win it, unless you win it, it's a waste of time. Getting to the semi-finals is not an achievement. Getting to the final is not an achievement. You have to win it, or it's a waste of time. And I think
getting to the final is an achievement.
No,
because I'll give you an example. We got to the final under Solskjaer and lost on penalties to Villarreal. Nobody cares. It's Ollie out. He's a disgrace.
I think that was more because people were expecting you guys to win that.
But that's the point. They expect us to win because of the name of Man United. We ain't won a European trophy since.
But what I'm saying is, I would say normally getting to a final of any tournament is an achievement, really.
Yeah, well, let's put it like this. We got a final on Sunday against Newcastle.
Yeah.
If we don't win it, I don't care that we got there. I'm not celebrating the fact that we have to win it. But
you say that, but then some Man United fans will say Ten Hag in his first full season got to a final of a major domestic trophy.
You can't use that to brag. So what's his name? Arteta won the FA Cup in his first season. Mourinho won 2 trophies in his first season at Man United.
I hear you. I'm just saying that some fans will put a positive spin on it.
They always try to. They try to put a positive spin on the Weghorst signing. You know, it is what it is.
Yeah, it is what it is. Okay, so listen, we've got just under 15 minutes to go before the start of the game, a game that we're all looking forward to. I thought we'd talk a little bit about, because we've got, 13 minutes, talk a little bit about the first leg, because that was such a great game. 2-2 draw, end-to-end stuff. Poor defending from both teams. Some exhilarating play by both teams at times. Let's start with you, Neeks. Your general impression of that first game?
I finished watching that game, and I was disappointed that we had a draw. We came out with a draw.
I could see that.
And that says a lot, because going into the game, I was like, we're probably going to go there and lose. Hopefully it's going to be, a 2-1 loss, nothing too embarrassing, but it's going to be difficult. Barca conceded 7 goals at the time, 7 goals in La Liga. I think only 4 at the new camp and none at the new camp from open play. So it's obviously very difficult for teams to score.
Yeah.
So I wasn't really expecting us to go there and win. Granted, we didn't win, we got a draw, but we played a game that we should have won. Yeah, they had 58% possession, but we were the more dangerous team, especially in the first, I would say, 80 minutes. The last 10 minutes, they were coming on and there was a few, balls hit the post and that kind of stuff. But for the first 80 minutes, we were the better side. At 2-1 up, they should have probably had a man sent off and we could have gone on from there. So I left that game proud of, I said, wow, we went there. We didn't just like sit back and just try to defend and hit them on the counter. We went there to play. And to do that at a new camp, I know this is not peak Barcelona, but it's a good Barcelona side. To do that at a new camp, I was impressed, but slightly disappointed. And I hope that profligacy in front of goal, missing those chances, doesn't come back to bite us today.
You know what? I would say that's a fair assessment coming from someone like you.
Oh, whoa. I'm very fair. Everyone in the comments will attest to that.
No, you know what? You're pretty spot on, because in watching that game, I thought United created better chances, and at times it looked like we were going to run away with it. But they didn't. Credit to Barcelona, they stuck in there. They got the goals, and they could have gone on to win it. But I think if, on reflection, United fans looking back will be thinking, we missed a golden opportunity there to, put them out, basically. Because it could have been 2 goals to the good. Let me ask Raul, what was your thoughts of that first leg? Good game?
Good game, yeah, because to be honest, this year we cannot expect nothing about Barcelona. So it's true that they are getting the result, but we don't know how they're going to get the result. And to be honest, I was worried for Manchester United because they didn't score all the chances. Just when you score just 2 in front of Barcelona, it's like when Real Madrid. So you need to finish all your chances, so they have life now. It's just 2-2. They are draw.
And there's no away goals. If there was away goals,
exactly,
you say
no, exactly.
It's just
exactly.
Even.
So at this point, I think they lose a big opportunity to send out to Barcelona. Now today, so everything is possible, to be honest, because the Barcelona this year they are not doing a great football, but they have extra motivation because 8 points had us and football at the end.
I see it. Yeah, I see that. Right, let's have a look at the teams for tonight. Let's start with the home team, Man United. You've gone with a 4-2-3-1. In goal, David De Gea. Back 4 of Wan-Bissaka, Varane, Martinez and Luke Shaw. In the middle of the field there, holding, you've got Casemiro and Fred. And further forward, you have Bruno Fernandes, Weghorst and Sancho, and that man, Rashford, up top. Now, Neeks, was that the right team for this game?
Yeah, I think so.
You did make a few changes from Sunday.
Martinez has come, from, I can't remember the game, the match we had on Sunday in terms of the lineup, but from the first leg, Martinez is back because he was suspended for that game, which means Malacia has gone to the bench. Malacia did well against Rafinha, so it'll be interesting to see how Shaw lines up against, because Malacia was very aggressive in that first leg. Obviously, Casemiro doesn't play.
Malacia's got the edge in speed, hasn't he?
Yeah, but in terms of carrying the ball forward, Shaw's got that, so there's a bit of a contrast there. And he overlaps a lot as well. In the midfield, Casemiro obviously started the first leg, but he's been suspended domestically for that red card against Palace, so he's actually fresh. And it's a big game. He knows what he's doing. When him and Varane went to the new camp, I was like, at least we've got 2 people.
He knows know
what to do.
Exactly, he knows.
They're not going to be intimidated by the crowd or anything like that. This is below their level. They are Champions League winners. This is a Europa League tie, but it's Barcelona. So I think the interesting or the decision they had to make was who to go with Casemiro, Fred or Sabitzer. And I'm happy he's gone with Fred because Fred is going to allow us to press. Sabitzer's got the energy, but we've never seen Sabitzer and Casemiro actually play together. Fred, you'd suspect, is a bit more defensively sound. He's not as good technically on the ball, but he's going to have the energy to match, a Kessie, for example, in the middle.
I must say with Fred, right, and speaking as a neutral in this particular occasion, I think Fred gets a lot of unfair stake, to be honest. He's not the best pure footballer, but he puts in a shift in every game.
He always
energy
tries.
bunny.
He always tries, but...
And his skills are kind of underrated. He's not as bad as what a lot of people would have you believe.
Yeah, he's Brazilian, and he should be better. He should
Well,
be
I think
better.
sometimes I think that is what a lot of people unfairly label him with a bit.
One game you're like, yeah,
They
I
think
can I can see why you're Brazilian. The next game you're like, I need to see your passport. That's the problem with Fred. And this season, Fred has been coming off the bench a lot, and he's been very good. But if you're having to start Fred game after game after game, it's only a matter of time before you get that game. I'm trying to remember who. It might have been Leeds, the first game where we lost 2-0. Or there was a recent game anyway. And Fred started, and it was like, oh my God. And no, it was Leeds. And he started, it was terrible. But then by the end of the game, he had picked up. And it's like, you just hope. If we get Brazilian Fred today, then that midfield is good. But then going forward, obviously Sancho starts. It's good to see him coming back.
Yeah.
Got a couple of goals recently, Leicester and Leeds as well. And Bruno's probably going to be on the right. Antony's back on the bench. He's been injured for a few weeks. And I mean, the lineup that I saw, we had Weghorst in the 10, which has been a new kind of thing.
I was going to ask you
found
about that. That is
Rashford through the middle.
quite incongruous. You look at him; he doesn't look like a number 10, does he?
No, he's not. He's a body. He's a body there, which and he does press, so he's got that. But he's not technically. He's better with his feet than he is in the air, which is surprising for someone who's 6'6".
6 or 7 apparently.
Yeah, well, and he doesn't win a ball in there. I think one of the games, I think it was against Barca. It was like 0 out of 6 aerial duels.
Yeah,
But
that's poor.
on the ball, he can actually control it.
But when's he going to get a goal, though?
I mean, he got one in the Carabao Cup. He should have scored in the first leg.
Yeah.
He should have scored against Leicester.
He should have scored against Leeds. I watched that game.
Today there's no time like the present. So Weghorst, please, if the chance comes, I need you to get that goal. But
And then,
Rashford
of
through
course,
the middle.
last without least, Rashford.
He's
What
on
can you
fire.
say about that man, man? He's
I don't think I can say anything that hasn't been said already,
said,
but
yeah.
he is a man. He's in form, but this is the Rashford. This is the best Rashford I've ever seen, but it's not a surprise to me because this Rashford has always been under the surface, and we see it in spurts, but we haven't seen the consistency. And granted, it's only been 3 months since the World Cup, or 2.5 months or so.
Okay,
So we need to see this
I
for a
see
bit
the
longer.
players in the tunnel getting ready to come out. Before they do that, I'm just going to go over the Barca team for tonight and ask Rahul there, our friend, to let us know what he thinks. So Barcelona, they've gone with a 4-3-3. And
It might be 4-4-2.
apologies.
4-4-2. Yeah.
Well, I was told 4-3-3, but it's interchangeable. You know what I mean? I'm sure they'll do what they do. Right, in goal, De Stegen. Excuse me. Apologies if I butcher these names. Back four, Balde, Christiansen, Araujo, Kawundi.
Araujo con the...
Midfield, Kessie, Busquets, De Jong. Some serious play there. Front three, Roberto, Lewandowski, and Rafinha. What do you think? to
Yeah,
that team?
I think the Xavi spoke before, not just now. I think they're gonna play 4-4-2
Okay.
because they have Sergio Roberto. They don't have Pedri and Gavi, important players tonight that they don't have, so important. And they are getting back Busquets. So I think it's the first game after 15 days. No, 10 days. No, the last time you didn't play. So it's 15 days that Busquets doesn't play. So I think it's not 100% good. So I think could play important thing. And then yes, it's just the typical starter 11 for Barcelona without.
Let me ask you about Lewandowski because obviously he's a big name and a great player, but from what I'm seeing and hearing, he's not been on the best of form this season.
No.
In terms of scoring goals, anyway. What do you think of his form?
I don't know what happened exactly with the goal. I don't know. It's because he's having more problem to La Liga, but it's true that with the ball he's doing a great job. It's makes
And
sense.
let's be honest, he's getting on a bit.
Yeah, yes.
So,
When he take the ball, minimum he needs the 2 players in front of him because he's a bit crazy. But it's true that maybe could be that he doesn't have the best player with him because the Belay is injured. He's playing with
Thank
Rafinha
God.
sometimes. He's playing as well with Ferran Torres. Today he plays with Sergi Roberto, so maybe could be a big thing that for that he doesn't score a lot.
And I noticed that they've left out Marcos Alonso. He started in the first game. He got a goal. But, I mean, let's be honest, he was pretty badly exposed on occasion to Rashford and Co's pace. So I'm not surprised to see him left out today. But tell me about Balde, because he's been getting rave reviews.
Balde is a younger player. He's a replacement from Jordi Alba, so it's no easy job. But he's doing amazing job, to be honest, this season. Just after the World Cup, I think he start always in the starter 11. So a lot of people they were expecting Jordi Alba.
Okay.
Just for the experience in the big games. So let me see, because could be at the first chance substitution for Xavi. Balde, because he's typical, because Balde is very aggressive.
Okay.
So he's playing a lot for the side.
Well, right, he came on in the first leg and he changed the game. He looked good when he came on.
Yeah, but sometimes sometimes Xavi puts Jordi Alba but Jordi Alba is old, so in 60 minutes, 70 minutes, it's done. Yeah. So.
Okay, we're looking at the lineup. It does look like they're going to start as a 4-3-3 anyway.
It's true. It's true.
Yeah. But it's surprising.
But like I said, it's
Roberto's played
interchangeable.
right back at times for Barca in the past.
Roberto could play wherever the Mr. wants.
Did Roberto score the goal against PSG? He scored the last. Was he scored the last goal?
Sergio Roberto?
When the 6-1 when they came back.
I don't know. I don't
remember.
I don't remember. But it doesn't matter. He played at midfielder, in the defense, right back as well. So it doesn't matter. So
we're about to kick off, and there's the men of the moment there, Rashford and obviously Lewandowski, big name play for Barca. Before they do kick off, quickly over to Neeks. Man United at home, it's your team. Give me a prediction, my friend. Probably a silly question. You think they're going to win, but
2-1 Manchester United.
2-1.
I pray and hope. We need to win. We need to win.
Oof, I am a bit
scared. Roll?
With my hair? Head or head?
Head.
Oof, I am a bit scared. I go for 2-0 Manchester.
2-0?
Yeah, be careful if Barcelona score, guys. I am a bit worried. If Barcelona score 1, be careful. Yeah. Because they can destroy it. They can, be careful.
I'm going to play devil's advocate and I'm going to go 2-1. But I'm going to go Barca. And I think they're going to come from behind to make it even worse for you.
No, I can't take that.
I can see that happening.
I couldn't take that.
But here we go. We're off.
Vamos.
What's the comment saying? Predictions. What's the comment?
Vamos. Oh, I have one question, because I have a different friend just asking me how he's playing De Gea, because just they saw the games in front of against Barcelona.
Yeah.
And normally we don't have respect for De Gea.
All right, why don't you have respect for De Gea?
Because, I don't know.
Because he's the sixth choice Spanish keeper.
He didn't have a really great experience in Spain. But I say, no, listen, he's doing a great season, no? But that's it, no?
Davide has been very good this season. What he's been exposed with, I guess there's two reasons why. One of the reasons why he doesn't get into the Spain side is because he's not very good with his feet. And he's getting better, but when he's pressed, when the front line presses him, the decision making or even the execution of the pass is not great. So, but when you're talking about saves, whether it's with his feet, one-on-one, like against Leicester, just on the weekend, when it was 0-0, there was two great opportunities, Harvey Barnes and then Iheanacho. Any other keeper in the league, maybe bar Alisson, Leicester will be winning that game.
No.
David De Gea made 2 brilliant saves, and then we go on and win the game 3-0. So, for me, you have to bring a world-class keeper.
Oh, that's nasty by Luke Shaw there.
He did touch the ball, but he touched it there.
Oh, you know what? I've got to say, they look like there's some intent on that for me.
Well, you ever played football, Robbie? When they say you have to put the first one in.
Yeah,
Let them know that you're there.
Yeah, exactly.
Let them know
that reminds me when I used to play football and you'd be in changing rooms and they say like, that first one, mate, leave a bit on him, let him know you're there.
And you do it early because you might get away with it. Like, they might not get a booking or anything like that. And of course,
that's a bit naughty there from Luke Shaw. But
they come to Old Trafford, you can't be. Oh, they're gonna just pass the ball around. No.
Hopefully, hopefully.
That's what you have to, that's the intention, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
We lost our first game of the season.
comments here in the comments section. I want to point out that Raul is not a Real Madrid and Barca fan. As I said before, he's on a scouting mission. He very much wants United to win tonight. So let me just clear that up. As you would expect, there's a few United fans in here flooding the comments, giving some wild 4-0 predictions and stuff like that. I don't think it's going to be 4-0.
We'll see. We'll see.
Come on!
Pass the ball!
Oh, great save.
It's
The
unbelievable.
warning signs are there.
It's unbelievable.
This is what we saw in the
Ter
first
Stegen-
leg
Ter
with
Stegen-
Barca.
Ter Stegen-
They were very easily cut open.
Ter Stegen
And you've
this year-
seen that
Yeah.
within 3-4 minutes
Play
of
on,
this
play
game
on.
starting.
You see, you know what's happened there? Because he's got... Well, Weghorst is in the middle at the moment. If Rashford was in the middle, Bruno passes that. No, Bruno passes that across. But because it was Weghorst,
Oh, that's a good cross.
because it's Weghorst, I don't think
Yeah.
Bruno trusts it. So he's like, you know, let me go myself. Watch it. Because Weghorst is through the middle. So
Casemiro,
Rashford's on the left.
Casemiro.
Casemiro wins it, of course. Pass it out to Bruno.
No, it's
But look,
on-
if that's Rashford in the middle, Rashford's going to be there. And Bruno passes that. But Weghorst can't get there.
I think he doesn't look, He doesn't look.
No, I think he saw it first, but Weghorst is so slow. He can't get. Rashford
No,
would have
but-
been gone.
Yeah,
He would've
probably, yeah.
But I could
Yeah.
see Bruno taking that on.
No,
and trying to
I
score.
get. But I'm saying if Rashford was
should've
there,
done better, really.
if Rashford was there,
No,
he would have
it's
passed
true
it.
that he was
If
very-
Rashford was there, because Rashford is so much on form right now.
I think
Yeah.
it's a good job for Barca that Rashford wasn't on the end of that. Otherwise, that
Yeah,
would be-
Rashford will score from there.
Yeah. Oh, this is promising. Good shot. Oh,
No.
Bad shot. Don't listen to Laurie.
it's good effort.
So it's a
He's the danger man because he was
Yeah.
there. He was their best player in the
He
first
was.
leg.
test.
And if you remember in the first leg, he got took off. He looked really upset.
Yeah, I was surprised he came off. It's a good save.
It's a good save,
It's a good
but
save.
I
Ter
still
Stegen-
think he could have done better with that.
I mean, the angle got tighter and tighter. I think at that point you're
Don't you
looking
think he
at.
should have kept it on the floor?
I mean,
Because it was like knee height, it allowed the keeper to extend his leg.
I'm looking at it like I think
But
unless
if that's on the floor, mate,
Rashford scores that,
I think so.
but anyone else, I think it probably has to go through the keeper's legs to score from there because the angle just got tighter and tighter.
I was going to say what was surprising, but I shouldn't say surprising because we saw it in the first leg. But what was ominous for Barca was the way they were just cut open with that ball. Once they lost possession in the middle of the field and Man United got it, just that angled ball, just cut them out completely open.
And I want to go back to the hair point I was going to make.
Oh, look, they've done it again.
Fred, why don't you follow it in? Is that there's a lot of keepers out there who can pass with their feet, but do you want a keeper who can pass with their feet?
They are nervous. They are nervous.
This is a good
Come
start
on.
by United.
This is yellow.
Referee!
That was outside the box anyway.
Yeah,
surely.
but it's a free
Yeah,
kick.
but it's a fault. And yellow.
Oh,
I think it was
referee.
dangerous.
He's not going to go down there surely for no reason. Let's see. It's a penalty. It's a free kick.
I don't know. He looked like he got the ball as
No,
well.
let me-
I think it was.
No, he didn't get the ball. He went for his legs.
Yeah.
It's a free. Rashford's not going
That's
to
a
go
free
down
kick.
there.
That's a free
A
kick.
man on that
I think
form
was-
is not going to go down there. Come on.
He looked. I must admit, it looked like a free kick at the time.
What's he saying? I dive? What are you saying? I dive? I'm not going to dive. Come on, man. But yeah, I was saying sorry about David De Gea because he does get a lot of stick. I think unjust. Obviously, the modern day keeper has to be able to pass, and we're seeing Ter Stegen. He's got that range of passing, and Ter Stegen's a good keeper. But we've seen the last couple of years, I would say, or year and a half, Ter Stegen saving hasn't been as good as he was maybe 2 years ago. Where you got someone like Alisson, granted he made a big mistake against Liverpool. At his peak, he can both make those saves and he can pass. So what do you get rid of David De Gea to get someone who can pass but can't save? Or do you just say, you know what, I'd rather have a keeper who can make those saves and then we have to just deal with his passing. Right now, I'm happy with De Gea. But get a younger keeper.
Just right now, no?
Just right now. Yeah, just right
I
now.
should just say we had a poll started before the game who's going to win, and it attracted over.
I'm always going to pass it back.
Oh my God. Impressive. No.
We had a poll-
Varane's too
Varane.
experienced for that.
We had a poll before the game. It attracted a number of votes, over 1,000, and Man United are winning in that poll.
What was
which
the question?
You probably would expect, being that they're at home.
What was the
and
question?
then
What was the
form
poll?
side, 65% to Barca, 35%.
Oh, from the prediction for the game.
Yeah.
Go on.
Vamos.
Again, the ball's broken down in midfield there. United, quick attack,
Come on.
get it out to the flanks.
Playing, Manchester. They are playing.
Bruno's on it.
I look Balde. in front of
Oh,
Bruno. Yeah,
good strength there.
Yeah.
Right,
yeah,
right.
he has character. Oh, a
He'll
test.
be encouraged by that. You know that.
He's he's gone.
When you've done that to the winger, brushed him aside like that, you're thinking, you know what? He's not very strong.
He's got pace. He's got a bit of
Yeah,
strength as
yeah,
well.
yeah.
So
I'm surprised he never started in the first leg. I really was.
Balde.
Because I'd heard a lot of good things about Balde.
But we've already got in on that side. So Balde, Alba, the chances will still come. Listen, I don't want to get on Weghorst's back, but he's just not that guy, is he? He does a job, he runs around, but he doesn't fill me with confidence. But it looks like
I must admit,
he's
he's not
he-
the type of player that you would have thought.
he's gone Rashford on the left. In the first game, he had Rashford through the middle. So these little slight tactical tweaks, because if you remember in the first leg, obviously he put Alonso at centre back because I think he thought Weghorst was going to be in the middle, so we can deal with. That's a foul.
This is a yellow.
That's a foul.
So they could deal with that. But this time he's gone with a proper centre back,
Yeah,
Christensen, and he said, "All right, Koundé."
Exactly. No, I think it's
Rashford.
just for that because Koundé is not 100% just
A
right
right
back.
back. No, he's a
he's
centre
centre
back.
back.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah.
And he's very good centre back. But
Arsenal fans will be familiar with Kessie because we were linked with him for quite some time. Big, strong guy, physical, as you've seen there. Likes
We
a
played
challenge.
against him in 20. I think it was 21 when we went in the Europa League against AC Milan. I'm sure he was playing for AC Milan. We knocked them out, but yeah. Come on, boys!
I think he's coming. He's winning games this year. Eh?
Ter Stegen.
Yeah.
Is it? I haven't really watched.
Yeah, because
Barca.
this year, Barcelona they are winning just 1-0,
Yeah, I've seen a lot
2-1, but Ter Stegen is
Okay.
Interesting free kick to
the
United.
star.
Been swung in. Poor delivery there, though. Got to do better than that.
Very, very poor.
Van
Vamos,
Bissaka.
Casemiro. Uy, qué bien.
That's interesting. Can
Wan-Bissaka. Come on.
Oh, he's gone
Come
past
on.
him.
Oh, for God's sake, man.
Whoa.
I
I
mean,
must admit, that's poor from Van Bissaka.
I'm not surprised. He's on
No?
it. No, I'm not. It's on his left foot. With his right foot, he struggles for delivery. So I'm not overly surprised. But as a professional, that's bad. That's bad.
Talking of Van Bissaka, the knock on him has often been is that whilst he's very good defensively, attacking-wise, he's not that good. And I think you've seen there what some people are referring to. And indeed, you just mentioned it. Before I go any further, Super Chat here.
Fred, what are you doing?
Oh, this is promising for Barca.
Yellow.
Is that a foul?
Yeah, it should be yellow. What's Fred doing?
It's yellow, eh?
What's he done with his hair as well? What's that? What's all that about?
It's Balde.
Bloody hell. Yeah, Super Chat here from Victor Lang. He says, big up to my guy Neeks. Let's get the win. Man United. Old Trafford is rocking.
Well, I can imagine that he kind of buckled already. But Fred tries to backheel it when he goes to win it. They turned off the music 15 minutes before kickoff
Yeah, I read that.
to allow the fans to build the
okay.
atmosphere with singing and that kind of stuff. So I'm sure it's rocking. Obviously, we can't hear it here.
Go
But
back to that foul by Fred, right? One of the things that, as a fan, that annoys me, I've seen like Arsenal players do this before, and it really annoys me. That is a needless free kick he's given away there. If you looked in that picture again, you saw Casemiro and other guys.
in front of
They were there to, you know what I mean, make the tackle or apprehend the player. There's no need to go in from behind, push the guy down and give away a needless free kick.
Yeah.
In, let's face it, is a dangerous position. It's needless, unintelligent. Anyway, here we go. Oh,
Casemiro.
Was that Casemiro? I thought it was
Yeah,
Varane.
yeah,
I thought it was Varane.
Sancho out to Fred. Fred kicks it straight out. It's not been a good start, by Fred. Had to think I was bigging him up before the match.
I said, yeah. Fred, yeah, it's 50-50. You don't know what Fred you're going to get.
yeah.
And listen, he started poor. By 60 minutes, he may be brilliant because he's picked up his game. But
Got another super chat here from Tina. United have not lost at home since Brighton played us off the park in the first game of the season. Is that right?
no, it's not right. In the Premier
sound
League,
right.
we haven't lost since Brighton, correct?
Remember, that's probably
But we
what it is.
lost to Sociedad in the first game in the Europa League. Dodgy penalty. They beat us 1-0.
Now, come on.
No, seriously. It was against the rules. The ball.
Well, it can't be against the rules if they got
I'm
it.
going to tell you. The law is if it deflects off a part of your body and hits your arm in a natural position, it's not a penalty. Martinez slid in, it hit his knee, his arm's there, it hits his elbow, and they're giving a penalty. VAR checked it, and
Did
they
he
still
hyperextend his arm?
No. He's sliding. He's gone like that,
Okay.
and it's hit his knee and gone. I'm like, but the rule that you say, if it deflects off your part of your body, and your arm isn't, you're not making yourself bigger. So I don't know. The referee gave it on the pitch, and I guess they wanted
But
to
the
stick with
word
decision.
deflection could be arbitrary, though, couldn't it?
It was a big.
What's deflection to one man might have been here. You know what I mean? Oh, this looks dangerous.
He lost it.
Oh.
I thought. Send
that's
him
a
off.
booking there.
Send him off.
No, that's a booking.
Oh, I don't think so. Yeah, it's 12 minutes, but
Casemiro nearly gave away a penalty, you know, just before.
Yeah.
Casemiro nearly gave away a penalty because he's
almost-
watch it when Roberto runs.
Almost.
Watch
No,
it,
no.
right there. He stopped.
yeah. Oh,
Yellow.
Actually,
it's a yellow. It's a yellow.
It's not as bad the second time around. I think Martinez, to be fair, does make a lot of it. So that's good refereeing, actually, because he didn't book the player. And we was, I mean, you were saying he should get sent off.
You know what? I didn't actually see it. I just saw, I saw
Exactly.
Martinez in pain, so I was like, it has to be.
Oh, look, they're giving it away.
where is Rafa today? Come on.
Rashford's on the left. There he is.
Yeah. But,
Good touch. Go on. Take him on.
Wow,
That's great skill by Rashford. Take that ball
do it.
Take him on. Take him on.
Yeah, no. It's first time for Rafa. Come on, we need to see him today. And now he's had the attitude, you know. I am Rashford, one of the best players with Casemiro, Mbappe now. Come on.
To the Spanish man.
He needs to
United
know.
fan
He
we
needs to
got
know
here.
that I am the best now.
I'll wait for the corner to come in and I'll read out the super chat.
It's coming the goal. No. Oh.
Fred in
Poor
it.
pass.
Fred.
Fred
Yeah,
again?
of course he was.
And a poor delivery. He's having a
yes.
mare so far.
Come on,
Yeah,
Fred.
3
Pick it
minutes.
up, man. Pick it up. And this, I said at the beginning, is you don't know what you're gonna get.
Right, let me just read out the super
A lot
chat
of
real quick. Super chat from Abby. I wonder why United haven't considered transitioning Wan-Bissaka to centre back. Long
Because
term, he might do a job there. That's not a bad.
people
shout,
said that. I think his
not a bad
positional sense isn't good
Right.
enough. There's a lot of times being pressed at right back.
His
where
defensive
he get-
prowess is solid, though. I'll give him
Well,
that.
tackling, he got the aggression, he got the pace, and he's got the 1v1 tackling. But a lot with centre back is about positioning. You don't want to be in a position where you have to make the tackle. You want to be there before the tackle's necessary.
Unless, of course,
and-
you got the pace to get you out of trouble.
But
in
it,
that regard.
yeah, but then he's got deficiencies when it comes to position, especially when crosses
he
come in the
quick?
back. He's quick, but when crosses come into the box, he often loses his man behind him.
Oh, I
As a
see.
centre back, you can't do that. And he actually, remember, he was actually a winger
Yeah,
before he
I
became
mean,
a right
yeah,
back.
yeah,
So
yeah.
it's going to take a long time before we even think about him going at centre back. Luke Shaw's done it well when he's played there, but Luke Shaw played in the back three at centre back before he's played in the back two. So. Yeah, let Wan-Bissaka stay right back. He's playing better this season.
Yeah, I was going to say, to be fair to
Ten
him, he was being written. Oh, this is interesting. Barcelona on the attack, looking good.
Oh, Casemiro.
Oh,
Varane.
oh, what's that? What's that?
Penalty.
Is he giving it? He's
Penalty.
giving it. He's
No.
giving it. Bruno is going crazy.
What he
To
did?
me,
What he did?
That goes under the heading I've seen him given. Neeks, what are you saying?
Going to see it again.
He needs to check.
Ten Hag looks a bit bewildered.
What?
Bruno.
If he did,
No, come on.
no.
No, but
That's
you-
not a penalty.
No.
No, but you
He
can't
need
be
to check.
doing
But it's
that.
not a
man.
penalty.
No.
You can't be doing
It's
that.
not a penalty. Come on, dude.
By whose standards?
It's
though?
look,
Ooh,
it's
so
not a
poor.
penalty.
No, but would you agree with me?
No.
When I
No, he doesn't touch.
That's
No,
never.
does there.
He's in the floor when. No,
It's
he's not penalty.
That's
All right,
never
all right,
given.
all right, let
That's
me-
No, he needs
never
to check.
given.
He needs to
You're
check.
not going
He
to check
needs
it
to
because there
Let
was
me say
contact.
this. Let me say
Because there was
this, right?
contact.
Regardless of what.
No, because the hand, because
Yeah.
the arm. That's
what,
literally.
what I would say about
Yeah, but the bar need to call to that.
They're
what
not
I
gonna
would
do
say
it.
about that is this, okay? You cannot be grabbing
No,
a
I'm-
player's
this is-
arm like that and just expect to get away.
You don't want to give the referee a decision
Yeah.
to make, but 99% of the time,
Well, this is the
on
one time-
anywhere across the pitch, that is not given.
No.
That's not given. There's nothing's happened.
You cannot grab the player.
He hasn't grabbed the player, Laurie.
No, he did.
He didn't grab him.
I don't know, man.
for
I think
God's
he did.
sake.
Anyway, what I would say is that is rather foolish from an experienced player like Bruno Fernandes in a game of this magnitude to give away a penalty like that. That is, let's be honest, a bit reckless. Thing is, can Lewandowski put this away?
He need to miss. He need to miss the penalty.
This is a crucial moment of the game, you know.
Is that good? Goalkeeper. in the
Can Lewandowski get it? He looks a bit nervous, I must admit.
He's always nervous. David Hair don't say penalties though. He's going to do his little skip.
Let me see now. When
and
He
wait
definitely
for-
looks a bit nervous, people. He's looking up at the heavens. He's talking to himself.
Oh, yeah.
These are all not good
He's
signs.
nervous.
He's trying to wreck.
That's not a penalty.
It's not penalty.
Xavi's looking thoughtful. Here we go. Lewandowski.
Vamos.
He steps up. He's gone round. He stutters.
Oh.
Oh! Oh! That was one of the worst penalties I've seen, but yet he managed to get it in the back of the net.
Oye, but he scored.
I did say before he took that, he looked very nervous. He took about 5 minutes to collect himself.
Yeah,
figuratively
He starts
speaking.
around. What was it?
Like the thing is, he scores a lot of penalties because he does that little stutter, but his penalties ain't always.
And now he's holding
great.
it back, like he's injured.
That's not a penalty. Like Bruno shouldn't have been given the referee decision to make, but
Raul,
it's a
penalty
decision that's
or
not
not?
given.
Be honest.
No.
You never
No?
get-
You
No,
know-
no. Honestly,
penalty.
honestly, he doesn't touch.
No, he did
does-
touch him. He did
No,
touch him.
touch when he was just almost on the floor.
De Gea looked like he slipped there.
Because he didn't slip. It's because he does. Look, watch. He started that stutter, and so David De Gea has to stay on the line
He cannot do that, no? Or-
because there's still a slight movement because he doesn't stop completely. Watch it. It's a stutter, so David he can't come off the line,
Right.
and it's because he doesn't commit that he was.
No, but
even
there's a
able-
little slip.
No,
and I
it's not-
reckon if there's
it's
not
a
that
slip.
little slip.
It's not a slip. What it is, I said that because what usually happens when they do
Sure,
that
bro.
stutter, the keeper usually dives one way and Lewandowski will just pass it the other side. But because David Hay was able to stay, he was actually able to get a hand on it. But
It's a bit of a weird penalty.
it was a weird decision.
Or this referee.
So wait, so Rashford dived at the edge of the area. Bruno Fernandes gives away a penalty. I mean, I'm calling you away for Lona already. We're 20 minutes.
The thing about the Rashford incident, and I do agree it was a foul, but it was outside the box. That is not a foul there.
It's not a foul.
No.
What?
He runs into the defender.
Yeah,
He just runs straight. You can't give fouls
You
for that.
can.
No,
if you can give penalties for that, you can give fouls for anything. What are we talking about? We can give fouls for anything.
So you can go out of the Europa League with 2 problematic penalty, no?
What I would say about it,
Yeah.
and listen,
Real
I know
Sociedad,
you're gonna say I would say that, wouldn't I? But seriously, it is harsh. However, let me finish. Let me land.
Injustice.
However, if you said it
you
yourself,
watching?
Nick. You said, look at his arm there.
No. Watch it.
no.
No,
Two
look,
grabs.
no. Bowden put his arm there.
Look the face. Be honest.
Did this happen?
Be honest.
He touched his arm. Bowden then puts his
Told you,
arm
almost in the
behind.
floor, and he has a space in the middle.
Bowden puts his arm behind. It's smart from Bowden because that's what you do. You sometimes as an attacker, you grab the person to make it look like they're grabbing you, they're holding you. That's all he's done. He's put his arm.
But let me ask you a question here. If that's at the other end, you're asking for a penalty.
I would ask for it, but if the referee doesn't give it, I'm not going to say, it's a cheat.
And that's what I'm saying. But you've just said there what I was saying. That I've seen them given.
No.
I've seen them given.
I would ask for it, like I was calling for the red card. But if we got the red card, no, I'm saying if they gave a red card for it, I'd be like, whoa, that's not a good decision. We got lucky. That's what I would say. We got lucky. If we got a penalty for that, obviously as a fan, you take it because you're winning. But I would say, yeah, we got lucky there. That's
But you
not really a
can't
penalty.
say that
It's lucky. That's not a penalty.
Okay, you can say that they're fortunate, especially being away from home to get a penalty like that. But you cannot look at that and say that is definitely not a penalty. You can't, because I've seen those given.
I haven't.
So have
When? Show me when.
Come
okay,
on.
now I'll tell you when I've seen them given at the new camp. Because they get anything. They get any
You
and
know what it
everything.
is, right?
It's
With
not.
Leaks? He's just so surprised that the ref had the temerity to give a penalty at Old Trafford. Innit? You didn't see that coming.
When the ref ain't giving blatant
Wait.
free kicks. Oh, please.
What? Is it not normal? A penalty in the Old Trafford? It's not normal
No,
in
it's
the
not.
Premier? Just asking.
Listen, that's not a penalty. But
It's
what
not
can you do
penalty.
in it? What can you do? It's 1-0. What can you do?
The people in Spain said that the referee is Spanish.
I wonder.
Send the money, no?
He can't. He can't.
Christopher
be Spanish,
says,
but
"Stop
he looks
crying."
it. All right, Christopher. Cheers, mate. What am I going to do with that information? Just stop crying. Okay.
Let's put a poll up,
not
man.
Why? Why would what?
what's
Is it
that
penalty? Oh,
penalty?
please.
not
Get out with these Arsenal
The
fans.
poll
in the
is
chat.
up, people. The poll is up. Was that a penalty? Yes or no? Very
It's
simple.
not a
It's not
penalty. It's not a penalty.
I'm saying yes.
seen
To me, that is
I've
a penalty.
seen them given. I've seen them given. Yeah, by a blind.
Well,
Stevie-
it was a penalty because it was given.
you,
But I'm saying.
you saw them given today.
Oh,
Today's the first time you saw it. Given.
No. I've seen plenty like that. You know where I've seen plenty like that, Raul? When you get set pieces, corners go in the box, you see two men.
But you don't get them. You don't get them. But they're grabbing them at set pieces and you don't get them.
No, but it was Bruno's fault. He ran into the box and you immediately start grabbing the player. And he did it twice.
Shocking. No. He
did it
touched him the
twice.
first time. The second one, Balde wraps his arm around.
Yeah, but the optics of it is that he did it twice.
The optics is that the referee needs to go to the opticians. That's what the optics are. I can recommend.
Well, you can't take it back. And
Yeah,
at the moment, you're
And
losing.
now, exactly. And now, no excuse.
Oh,
How
this
you
is
want to
promising.
score now?
I mean, we've created a couple openings already, but we need the referee's help to score. It looks like. So
No, come on.
Fergie needs to get in his era.
My only surprise is that the referee gave it. But
Of course, I'm surprised he gave it.
No, but because of what I say about Old Trafford and this is interesting.
Be careful with Barcelona if they score
Yeah,
another
yeah.
one. So probably he will out soon.
It's not a penalty, but
It's not
what can you
penalty.
do?
I have to say as well, since
Gonna
that
start to lose
penalty,
time. They're
since
gonna
the goal, Barcelona have been playing with a certain level of confidence. So it's a long way back for United.
If I had the refs in my pocket, I'll play with confidence as well. You know, whatever you do, we got that.
Oh, very good.
Come on, release it. Oh, should give it to Rashford. Go on.
Come on,
That's
Casemiro.
poor
he's
playing
not
it
gonna
across the
get
back line like that. But they get away with it. Oh, that's slick Barca passing through the middle there.
Yeah, I don't understand why the VAR don't check the penalty.
I
understand. I understand your point, but I don't understand why the VAR.
No, but they will only unless it's clear and obvious.
Yeah, because there was contact in a
Yeah.
contact sport, by the way.
Yeah, but it's no contact.
Because
there,
there was-
he
No, but there was contact. There definitely
Because
was contact.
their arms touched, they're going to side with the referee. If there was no contact, then that's when they will overturn it. Because it's weak. It's so weak.
Another misplaced pass
so
by Fred.
soft.
Though.
Vamos.
Come on, boys.
I mean,
Anyway, it's a long time to go. A long,
yeah,
long,
exactly.
yeah.
So
We just can't.
no. At the end, it's a good point this time. If they score in the 80, 90, you don't want to score. For sure.
Well, I say, yeah, we can't.
Oh,
He
and
gone-
trust
he
me,
gone for the
Casemiro and Varane, they know how to play.
Kieran says, clear penalty, Neeks, get real.
Please.
Oh, Nick.
Karen, random question. No, nothing to do with anything that's happened today. What team do you support? Just wondering. Random question. You don't have to answer if you don't want, but just wondering. Clear penalty.
Donald Duck says Bruno getting outplayed by 18-year-old Balde. At the moment, that's correct.
I mean, yeah, Bruno's not a winger, is he? So
This referee's got a very similar look to Leandro Trossard. doesn't
yeah,
he?
he does actually.
You not think so? Is it
does.
just me?
No,
You see that?
I
as well,
see it,
don't
I see it.
Yeah, he does.
What's happening? You know, the Barca, they're so tricky. In the first game, at the end of it, where obviously they should have had a man sent off. At the end of the game, Xavi's going up to the ref and complaining about decisions. And I'm sitting there like, but you're lucky that you didn't have a man sent off at 2-1 down.
Yeah, but
And here he is again complaining about decisions. You just got a
Oh.
foot.
No,
What
no, no.
for?
Come on. That's a clear
yes.
foul.
Balde
No,
did the
no,
same
no.
thing to Bruno, and you're talking about strength. Well, come on, man.
Oh, man.
What's going on?
That's
here?
typical for
Come
Barcelona
on.
fans.
That's a
going
clear foul.
For what?
Look.
What?
Look at that. Look at that.
What?
Listen,
What?
It's 1 meter more
No.
high. Lewandowski
Listen,
is
not only is that a foul, the way he went in there with his
no,
elbow, to me, that
Elbow.
was a booking.
Oh my! Larry, you're not gonna get me today. Huh?
Seriously.
Please.
Not only is that a foul, there's a strong
There's no
argument for the referee to produce a yellow card for that. Because he's got in with his elbow.
Larry, don't even.
And what Ten Hag doing there
Larry,
is unacceptable.
Don't even. Don't even.
Get in your technical area and stop trying to intimidate the referee. Oh!
Oh, another penalty. I know.
Oh!
That's a foul to us.
Good defending by...
Yeah.
Who's that?
Man, that's Martin.
Martin.
That's good
When
defending. by
Balde
Martin.
did that to Bruno, and because Bruno
Oh,
didn't
come
roll over, he went in, boom. You talking about strength? He left one on him. He shows him that.
No, but I never agreed with that.
Yeah, when Balde did it to Bruno, you said it's a good challenge.
No, you're mistaken.
You said it
What I
was
said. No, I said leaving one on him was the Luke Shaw one. I was against that.
Yeah, but I'm saying when Balde did it to Bruno, at the
I
other
didn't say
end.
leave one on.
No, you said
It was
it's a good,
straight.
yeah. That's what Martinez
but
was just.
he went in with his elbow,
Went
bro.
with his shoulder.
His elbow, bro. That's what I said. He could easily have picked up a booking for that.
Referee needs to book
Could have
him.
broken his
Referee needs
rib.
to book himself. That's what needs to happen right now.
No excuse.
It's a long night.
Yeah, no excuse. No excuse. Come on, for the games, for the game. But
Oh, Vehicles won a header. Nice.
I want to see Raffles today. I didn't see him in 30 minutes almost.
Yeah, because he's out on the left. I think that's the.
But doesn't matter.
No, because we're not dominating possession, so it's like we're playing a bit.
Yeah, but if you have Rashford,
We've got to ask yourself, an experienced player, Bruno, captain of Man United, and you go and do that in the penalty box. I mean, come on. Is that not negligent on his part?
Go on, Rashford. Dude. No, I already said it. But that's the first.
Is that not negligent?
No, but I
on
already
his part?
said. I said it's silly for Bruno to give the referee a decision to make.
Right, so
but for
why
me,
you-
it's the wrong decision. You've put something in the referee's mind because what you've done, you've allowed
I don't,
you've
if you
allowed.
say it's a
Laurie,
harsh
Laurie, you need to let me answer the question.
Okay, sorry.
You've allowed Balde to go over easily by making a challenge where really you're in the box, you probably want to stand off. So he's gone in there to make some kind of challenge. So he's allowed the defender to go over. But the referee still made a bad decision in my book. But Bruno is culpable because you know Balde is going to go over easy. You know that the referee may give the penalty, and he did.
I think it was a harsh decision. I wouldn't say it's a bad decision.
Okay, I can live with that. But we're 1-0. Harsh, bad, wrong.
But you know what? There's no
1-0
way this
down.
game is going to stay at 1-0.
No.
No.
I just hope we get the next
Barca
goal.
might score again.
Well, I hope we get the next goal.
Are you expecting your goal before the half time or no? Because I didn't see.
Not necessarily. I think we can score at any time. I think we can score. Like, we're not going to dominate the possession, but I think
But
we can always play that forward ball and get in behind
Yeah.
Barca. So as you watch the game, the ball already went out of play. As you're watching the game, you're not saying, that goal is coming, but we can get it at any point. So I'm not, as long as it's 1-0, I'm not worried.
I think we were lucky that they scored in the first 20 minutes.
Yeah, you don't want that midway the second half or
Yeah.
anything like that, no.
Although, interestingly, since the goal was scored, Barcelona have enjoyed the greater possession.
Yeah, up to the penalty, it was pretty even.
Yeah, it was,
we had created a better chance, at least chance or chances, but it was pretty even. Yeah, after the goal, they put their foot on it. Yeah.
And I told you,
I didn't catch that.
Why didn't he catch that?
I mean, wow.
That's poor for. But
I know. And I told you before the game, they are not getting a big, massive result just for that because now they score and they don't want the ball.
Mm.
I must
Apparently
say,
they change their mind now. And
is it me? But Casemiro's not really got in the game yet, has he?
He ain't been brilliant. He's made a few interceptions and passes, but when I watch Casemiro,
not creating.
because he's so good, like his level's always there. Even when he misses one pass, I'm just like, what? How have you missed? Like, you're Casemiro, you can't miss one. But he's human, isn't it? But yeah, I think he hasn't been the greatest start. I think the penalty has just disrupted us a little bit in total.
Of course, Raul knows a lot about Casemiro. Why'd you let him go, man? Still juice in the tank.
Because maybe it's the time. We want to Tchouaméni, we have Kroos, we have Modri,
Camavinga.
and he
But out of him and
Camavinga.
Kroos, man, to me, you got to let Kroos go, surely.
Yeah, but who's going to buy Kroos?
Yeah, exactly.
There was a market,
Exactly.
70 million for Casemiro.
Exactly.
true,
So
that's
it's the
true.
time, and we didn't miss him this year. We have Tchouaméni, Camavinga in a big moment, Kroos, Modri. We
Actually,
didn't miss Casemiro.
yeah.
Ooh.
We didn't miss Casemiro.
Camavinga is
And we
very
got
good
at
player.
the end 70 million, so it's fine.
Financially, it makes sense.
For a 30-year-old.
And he was, 30. Is he 30 or 31?
It might be 31 now. Casemiro. About 31.
United
now.
on the attack.
Yeah, he won
with,
2-3 years in a good moment.
Yeah,
But
it's good money. I think it's a good deal for everyone. Good for Real Madrid. Come on.
Oh, this is a good ball. Good
Oh,
defending.
Rashford's on his
pace
toes.
for- good
Rashford's on his
assist for-
toes.
Good
Gonna
one.
bounce over him.
United will be looking to get Rashford in the game a bit more as well. He's
Yeah,
not
so
really.
Two, I
I've
am.
been saying that. A lot of our attacks seem to be coming down the right or
They
through
are.
the middle, and
Arsenal,
Rashford
do
is
it.
on the left. Vegas, what you doing?
Because
It's true that it's very slow, eh?
it's not his game.
But he's slow with everything. Like, he's not just slow running. Everything, the movement.
Well, he's a big lad, isn't it? I mean, normally you don't get guys at that height. You look nimble. You know what I mean?
Unless
think,
you're Zlatan.
Yeah. Zlatan's a bit of a one-off.
Yeah.
But then even he wasn't 6'7", was he? He was only 6'4".
So yeah, probably about 6'4".
Yeah.
He was tall, yeah, maybe 6'4". Sancho ain't really. I mean, yeah, Sancho ain't been in the game. A lot of it's coming down the right and going to Vehicle. Sancho ain't really been in the game.
They need to get that man Rashford in the game more if they're going to win this game.
Come on. Amazing passion.
Come on, boys, man. As long as it's 1-0.
No, but it's a good point that you are playing at home.
Look at Laurie, you see the poll results.
Right, so the results of the poll are in, and we got 500 votes in a very quick space of time. And I want to point out, my technical team have advised me that no Arsenal fans voted.
please.
So, before you say it wasn't. 62% said it was a penalty.
Okay.
So there you go, Nick, you see. 2/3 said it was a penalty.
Two-thirds of the people are wrong, I guess. What do you want me to do?
That's not penalty.
You can't argue with the stats, Nick. No, but seriously, I will give you it was harsh, but you cannot say to me that there was no way that was a penalty, because we've seen those given in the Premier League. Players jostling for the ball, tugging each other's shirts, and that's what happens. The guy goes down right in front of the referee as well. You're asking for trouble. I think that was a bit naive in the extreme by the captain, an experienced Portuguese international. He should not be making mistakes like that. Raul, do you agree with me, yes or no?
Yes. You cannot.
Thank you.
No. At this point, yeah, because you cannot do that. But it's true that I don't know how. Maybe he saw the ball. Maybe Balde with the ball in front.
Yeah,
of
I guess
the
in that
goalkeeper.
heat of the moment, that split second, he's just thinking about trying to win the ball. But you got to be a bit cognizant of what you're doing, man. And like I said, it was poor from Bruno there. But he has a chance to redeem himself.
Yeah, but
He's not really done much in the game either, has he, Bruno? Do you think that penalty might have affected him, giving away that penalty, or what?
No, not necessarily.
Shouldn't do, a man of his
I
experience.
don't think it's affected him in that way. I just think, yeah, Barca's the way Barca play, they're always going to dominate possession.
Yeah, you see, with Barca,
So, and when you go 1-0 down, it just makes it that much more difficult, isn't
and
it?
I'm
'Cause-
sure Raul would have seen.
Oh,
it.
come on!
I think it was.
Once they go a goal up and they start taking possession of that ball,
No,
is
it's true that
difficult for the other team.
they are dominated
Possession-based
with the
side.
possession.
Yeah.
But it's true that this year, this season, and the last season,
That's poor again from.
No, it wasn't that
Van
bad. It
Bissaka.
wasn't that bad. But
He got away with it.
Vehicle is
But
nowhere.
he didn't mean that, did he?
so poor. Why? No.
Don't shoot. don't shoot.
Oh! Did he mean that?
No, of course not.
Did Fred mean that?
I mean, why?
But it nearly came
right.
off.
Why would he do that?
It's right.
It's on his right foot. Like that is a low percentage pass, because Fred on his left foot he will struggle to get that in. On his right foot, brother.
No, but I think he meant to cross that.
That's what I'm saying. But why is he trying to do a first time volley cross on his right foot? Just take it down. You're in the area. At that point, you're in the area. So the defender can't challenge you. Take it down. I tell you.
Come on,
I tell you.
I would say in the last 5 or so minutes, United are enjoying the greater possession now.
Well, yeah,
I haven't looked at the stats, but it does look
like.
like they're getting a lot of the ball. But they need to do more with it. They're not being clinical enough. Oh, that's good by Balde.
Good tackle.
And it opens up some space in the middle of the field.
Overlap.
Oh.
Can he put the cross in? No, it's a poor cross.
So.
Oh, please.
Now we're gonna see now more difficult. So they're gonna say nothing easy for Manchester United more. I think the referee. They don't wanna say nothing easy for Manchester United. I think it was foul.
But why is she giving the penalty? It's like
Exactly. Now I think the referee now is thinking
head,
about
I
the
can't give
penalty.
everything.
Exactly. So we can see more.
hopefully we get a dodgy penalty. That's what I want. I want a dodgy penalty.
Oh. Busquets. is out
Casemiro
there.
ball over the top. He's obviously looking for Rashford. He's
course,
found
of
him.
course.
Do it, Rashford.
Go on, run him.
please.
Take him on
exactly.
again.
Do it.
Rashford versus Koundé. We saw
He's
that
at the
in the
base,
first game.
slow.
Take him
Go
on.
on. Oh,
Good tackle.
Good tackle.
That's a
by
very
De
good
Jong.
tackle.
Yeah, it was. Because he was coming to
He
shoot
was.
right there.
He was.
Yeah, they
He
know.
was lining up the cut inside and shoot job.
They know.
Great ball by Casemiro. I've got to say, over the top.
Yeah.
Quality.
If it was anyone else, you're asking, did they mean it? Because it would just be.
No,
he looked like
looked
no.
up-
Of course he meant it.
Yeah, he looked up when he saw the
What's
space.
what the hell? What the actual hell?
Good. Vamos. Venga. Oh.
Vegas never going to get that, is he? Let's be honest.
He weren't ready. He weren't ready. He weren't anticipating.
Be careful. Be careful.
Good pressure there by the Barca.
Jesus
Good press.
Christ.
Good press by the Barca players there. Pushed United back in their own half.
Oh, be
That's
careful.
good
Be careful.
press.
Be careful. They have with the ball.
That, if you notice, Barca are on the United are on the attack, and Barca pushed them all the way back to the keeper. That's good pressing.
God.
That was a bad pass.
And now they forced them to give
It was
away
a terrible
the ball.
pass.
Oh.
And that's an easy pass. He has so much space there.
No, they need together. They need to go together. Come on.
They need two of them. Yeah.
The press.
Yeah.
No.
My technical team reliably informed me that Barcelona so far have 57% possession, and that is good
That's similar.
considering they're the away
Uh-oh.
team. And they're on the break here.
He should have passed
He
it.
should have
What's he
gone
doing?
wide, but he didn't. He
But
delayed.
that's similar to
and
the
the
first leg.
opportunity's lost, but they still have possession. And this must be very frustrating for United fans.
But I don't expect us to, like, Barca are not as good as Man City, for example. But whether you're home or away, I don't expect to have more possession than a Barcelona or a
but
Man
if
City.
you're,
Someone that's
one-
playing
if you're
like
a
that.
goal down, man, you've got to be.
No,
trying
but
to
it's
make
the
game.
way that they play.
Oh, look, that's great by Bauda. He's having a very good game, actually.
It's the
He's
way
looking
that they
good.
play.
I did say before the game he was going to be a threat, and then he spread the ball out to the right there. Can he get the ball in the box? They're passing it around. Sure! Oh, that's... Rafinha.
I mean,
Rafinha.
I wasn't worried.
Rafinha.
It looked very good at one point, but the ball was always rising. Raul and Nix was noticeably quiet there. He's only just got his breath
Sorry.
back.
That never looked good. That never looked
He
good.
says that now.
What's going on there? That
Things-
never looked good.
I think you are not happy with your team, no?
No, I'm not. We've
Speculative ball.
we created one chance.
I think you have. I think
the Bruno.
Yeah, but that's it.
That's the only shot to stay.
I've got to say it now. I'm going to say it.
I mean, Barca's only created the one chance, which is the penalty. But they only needed to create one chance because they got the penalty and they haven't had to create anything since.
I've got to say, for me, this Vegas experiment's not working, bro.
But you say experiment. It's not an experiment. We ain't got any other choice. Martial's injured.
No, but in that position that he's playing in,
No, he's playing up front. He's playing as a
well, yeah,
striker.
but he's playing in like a number 10.
No, look. He's playing striker. Sancho's in the 10. Rashford's on the left. He's playing striker. We ain't got another option. Like, he came in. It was for me. I never rated the side in the first place, but he came in as a
Oh, right, yeah,
backup
they switched
option.
through.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He came in as a backup option. But since he's come, Weghorst has played more minutes this season than Antony Martial. Weghorst has been there for 41 days. That's the problem. We bought a backup striker, and he's had to a backup loanee from Burnley, by the way, and he's had to start
Dutch international,
nearly
by the way.
off the
I'm
bench
not
as
gonna
well.
let you get away
Yeah,
with
yeah,
that.
and he starts behind. He comes in behind Cody Gakpo and what's the other guy? I can't remember the other guy's name. He was up front.
To be
in
fair,
there.
a lot of people would come in behind Cody.
No,
Gakpo.
well, based on what Cody Gakpo's done at Liverpool, if you're behind him, then
No, but why
we've
did
got
Liverpool
problems.
even try to sign him in the first place, based on his performance?
They're in eighth, and they lost
domestic
five.
football?
They lost 5-2 in it. So I'm not rating being behind Gakpo. So the man was on Burnley. He was on loan at Besiktas,
It's a good passing
and he's
spell by
having to
Barca.
start every game against for Man United. It's not an experiment. It's needs must at the moment. Martial needs.
Oh,
to
look,
get fit.
they've cut United. Can he cross it? It's a good cross. No, it's not. Van Bissaka.
They're doing some good interplay at the edge
Yeah,
of the
they
box. Hemble. I'm sure. I thought it
So
was-
bold
They're looking
now.
better on the ball than you guys, dare I say it.
Well, no, it's not. That's not a surprise. Come on.
Oh, in front of. Oh,
Referee Trossard gives a free kick against Weghorst. Seriously, that referee there has got a striking resemblance to Leandro Trossard. Clear foul by Vegas. Look, what are you doing there, bro? That is a clear foul. Even Nick.
They couldn't get the ball. They couldn't get the ball.
They couldn't get the ball.
Exactly.
Yes, pass, and you couldn't.
I mean, we got the ball and then he lost it straight away.
Sanyo, no. Imagine now 2-0.
2 minutes to go.
I mean, if it's 2-0, for me, it's game over.
2 minutes to go.
No, I want to say game over. No, but
You are playing at home. Come on. You wanna take the
I
ball.
want to say game over. But
We wanna take the ball
It's
easy, quickly.
we just need. Rashford needs a chance. Rashford needs a chance. That's what it is.
We have too much expectation for Rafa.
But we're not. Twice now he's gone against Kunde and he's had the better of him. But we haven't created enough down that side. It's all been down the right mainly and through the middle, and he's not playing through the middle. So you want to get your best players in the game, and he hasn't been in the game.
Rafa for this side?
Antony may come on at halftime potentially. He hasn't started for a few weeks, so it'd be interesting. Potentially, maybe not. If it's a halftime sub,
Maybe not half time.
if it's halftime sub, you probably want to go Antony more than Garnacho, but Garnacho's sub wouldn't be far away. It wouldn't be far away.
Right, corner to
We just
Barca.
to make sure that we don't go 2-0. That's a heavy pass. You don't want to go down 2-0. As long as it's 1-0, we're nowhere near out of the game. So yeah, I'm not. I'm more worried at the performance in terms of the lack of creating chances.
I would agree.
Possession doesn't bother me, but when you get the ball, what are you doing with it? That's what's bothering me. And we're not. We're not doing anything. We're not.
Now. Oh, no,
We're not clinical in our passing. That's the issue. 57% possession that's not a problem, but with the 43% that you have, you need to create chances.
Would you say that Barca so far are worthy of their lead?
Barca have been the better team,
They've edged it, haven't they?
but
Let's be honest.
but they haven't created any chances. They had a penalty.
They've had 3 shots, 1 on target.
Yeah, 2 of them were Rafinha from
from the kitchen.
They've created one chance they've created one chance in the game, which is the penalty,
Yeah, but
and we've created one chance, which is the Bruno. So Barca have been the better side.
Yeah, I mean, listen.
Do they deserve to be ahead?
Yeah.
Nah, it's probably a draw's probably the fair score, but they scored early and they don't have to do anything.
Yeah,
So
what I would say is that Barcelona
say?
have edged it. But, it's not one of those performances where you're saying, oh, United are completely out of it.
no, we're nowhere near out
But
of
they
it.
do need to step their levels up in the second half because you said it yourself, Nix, and I agree that their passing has not been very good. It's not been clinical.
I'll tell you what it might do. It might be a simple.
Oh, De Gea! What's he doing? He missed a chance.
That's a free kick. Bloody hell. David De Gea's trying to do his best Alisson impersonation.
do you see why we don't trust in the hair?
De Gea.
I asked to you if now.
But I was saying, but with his, but where's he trying to go? He's trying
Just
to go
as
in
we
the
were
middle.
saying about the passing, De Gea, he should have shot there. Why is he trying to take it?
It was Sergio Roberto. It was to take the ball, Lewandowski.
De Gea passes it straight.
It was Sergio Roberto.
I'm trying to work out who he was trying to pass. Oh, there you go. What foot?
Yeah, no, Nick, it makes sense.
We're into
I thought
adding
that
on
was 2-0.
time.
I thought that was 2-0 there. When that
It
ball went
been.
there, I thought yeah,
It should have been. Without a doubt, it should have been. The Barca player taking way too many touches there. Look, shoot, man.
Casemiro.
Casemiro,
Casemiro.
good. Saved your bacon twice there.
Casemiro.
Got to big him up, man. What a player he looks. Yeah.
Best DM in the world.
Oh, look, they've been cut up in again. What is going on with
that's
this United
ours,
defender?
that's
I am watching Bruno out of the game, to be honest.
Well,
I don't know
He's
why.
not had a good game.
But he has to change something because he's got Bruno on the right wing, which obviously is not his natural position, and he's got Rashford on the left wing, which is his natural. But we either need to try to attack down the left more with Rashford, or move Bruno central, and put move Bruno central. If you want to put Sancho out wide or whatever, but every forward pass has just been.
Your passing's been way off.
To Barcelona.
Way off.
But that's what I was going to say. I think what I was going to say before that chance.
In fact,
Sabitzer could be a option in the
I would
second
go as
half,
far as to say
at
it's
half
been-
time because he can actually pass the ball. So, and we have to get some we need to get some control and create some chances. We created one chance in the game.
I think the Barcelona is happy with the result and without the ball.
Oh, for sure.
50% of the possession is fine for Barcelona at this time.
So there we have it, guys. It's the end of the first half. Man United in this round of 32 at home to Barcelona. Second leg of this game. This tie, should I say. They are 1-0 down. A penalty. Some would say disputed. I don't. I think it was definitely a penalty, although you could argue it was a bit harsh. You could argue that, but to me, I've got no real problem with that decision. But what I would say is that, to me, Barcelona deserve to be 1-0 up. Not because they've played great football, but they have been the better side. They've created the better chances. And I think they're slightly deserving of their 1-0 lead. Let's start with Rahul. What was your impressions on that first half? Do you agree with me? Or
I agree with you. I don't want to be agree, but I agree because, to be honest, I was expecting more from Manchester. I was expecting more. Listen, I am listening this week. I am listening a lot of news, a lot of people, a lot of fans. Where is the people now? Where are?
You know what? You make an excellent point there, because if you contrast this first half with the way they played last time they played Barca, it's completely different. They look like a different team.
And also, apparently, you don't want to play as well. Because I saw one team very slow, without the ball. It doesn't matter without the ball, 50-50 the possession, but with any clear chance. So if you don't do nothing in the second half,
then we lose 1-0 at least.
1-0 or 2, because I think the Barcelona will have maybe 1 or 2 chances more. You need to do something.
Like I said, we created one chance at the beginning of the game, Bruno.
Yeah, that's it.
And since then,
and we don't
Ter Stegen hasn't had to do anything.
Yeah.
There hasn't been the defenders hadn't had to make a block. There's been a few crosses into the box, but I haven't really been threatening. So that's for me. The possession, I'm not worried about. It's 57, 42, whatever. Like, that was the same in the first leg. But when we get on the ball, we're not making those incisive passes. And I think the Weghorst as a striker in this game it's not working. He didn't start as a striker in the first leg. He was in the 10. But when you're the striker against a line that's fairly high, they leave that space between the defense and the goalkeeper. He hasn't got the pace to run in behind. So I think for me in the second half, whether you take off Weghorst or not, that's completely up to the manager. You have to put Rashford through the middle. Have to put Rashford through the middle if you want to put Weghorst in the 10 and Sancho out wide, whatever. But I think Rashford has to go through the middle. And I'm even tempted to bring probably Sabitzer on, get some more dynamic
energy.
Dynamic passing.
Fred's looked off it, hasn't he?
Fred's been poor, but everyone's passing has been poor. Like even Casemiro's passing has been poor, other than creating that first chance for Bruno. But Casemiro has shown his worth in different other areas. Fred ain't done nothing. Either way, anyway, we're on the ball, off the ball.
Fred ain't that
done
guy,
anything.
man.
He's had a couple chances where he's got a bit to get a cross in. The crosses have been poor. Trying these spectacular right-footed volleyed like it's just been. There's been no. What did you make to
Ten Hag? Because he looked unusually animated on the touchline there. It looked like he.
I mean, if we got that penalty decision, if I was the manager, I'll be as animated as him. But I think he's going to be as frustrated as a Man United.
He got spoken to the ref a couple of times, didn't he?
No, I think it was one time. Xavi got spoken to before Ten Hag. But they know it's a high-pressure game, high-pressure situation. Neither manager wants to lose. He's going to feel aggrieved for that penalty, as most Man United fans would.
I must say, no.
But wait,
I've got to take issue with you.
What? But you said it's harsh. So if you as an Arsenal
I
fan,
said you could argue that it was harsh.
You said it was harsh.
No, I didn't.
Well, okay,
I didn't.
fine. You said you could argue.
You could argue.
All right, cool.
Harsh.
So if as a Man United fan, if you're saying that it could be argued that it's harsh, and I'm saying that Ten Hag would feel aggrieved, I think it makes sense. Because you don't have any allegiances
I'm
to Manchester
just worried
United.
that you're meandering into excuse territory.
No. You asked me about why Ten Hag's looking
but you could be frustrated at the way his team's playing.
But if you let me finish my sentence, because literally what I was about to say.
Or is it hindsight?
No, but that's literally what I was about to say. I was literally going to say,
right.
He's going to be frustrated, aggrieved at the penalty decision, but also at the way that we've been playing, considering how well we've been playing up to this point.
Yeah.
He's going to be frustrated looking like, what are you lot doing? This is not the team that we've been for the last, since the World Cup, so to speak. So, and I say that, there's been a couple games, to be fair. The Leicester game, we weren't great at the first half. The Leeds game, the first game, actually both Leeds game, we weren't great. So he's going to be frustrated. We haven't played well. I would be more concerned if he wasn't frustrated at that first half.
He definitely looked it. Raul, you're the manager of United, hypothetically speaking. Do you make any changes at half time?
Now, yes,
You do?
because then it's so late. Exactly.
Who would you bring off? Who would you bench? And who would you bring on?
Rashford, I would like to see in the middle or in the other side with Balde, because I am not watching Rashford tonight, and I was expecting him. Where's Rashford? And then another striker more, and then
We ain't got no more strikers.
You don't have more striker?
No, Martial's injured.
Marshall's not. Yeah, we ain't gonna.
Now he's
What's up
excused.
with Martial anyway? He's been getting injured a lot recently.
I mean, his Man United career's on the edge. It's on the edge because he can't stay fit. But anyway, what are you saying? Substitutions.
No, just something. Move the bench for sure, because then
Antony,
it's too late.
Garnacho, they're up the both on the bench. I would remember that.
Sorry, let me finish. But I think the Barcelona is happy with the result. Barcelona is controlling the game.
Oh yeah, they're happy.
I'm sure. So you need to do something, but now.
Yeah.
Then it's too late, and you need to know that. Then it's too late. Yeah, it's 45 minutes.
I mean, he could go Garnacho, and you know what? I'll tell you why he could go Garnacho, because, as I said, there've been twice that Rashford has been
And
able
who
to
off?
potentially. Well, it's between Sancho and Weghorst, one of the two. You put Rashford through the middle, but what I'm saying is that twice that Rashford has been able to run at Koundé, you've seen that he's been a bit shaky. Garnacho is very direct. So if you put Garnacho on the left and Rashford through the middle, then you have two threats that are very direct to run out of Barcelona.
You know what?
What's Balde's arm? What's Balde's arm? What's Balde's arm?
No.
He brings it back. He brings it back. You see it? He brought it back.
Anyway, you are Bruno. You cannot do that.
No, you can't. Of course you can't.
Exactly. It's a point. You cannot.
Of course
do
you can't.
You got Elanga. What about him?
Is he even on the bench? But I definitely ain't bringing him on. Not now, anyway. that's like last throw of the dice. In the last 5 minutes to go, you're just like, just get another attacker on. But no, I think Sabitzer Garnacho would be, if I'm them, I'm itching to come on. Because, yeah, as you said, we need more energy and we need to be more direct. It's just been a lack of energy and a lack of quality. And that can happen, I mean, in terms of the energy, because we're playing a lot of games with the same team. But that's just a reality of playing for Man United. You're always going to play a lot of games. Are we going to use that? Are we going to say, we're going to the cup final on Sunday with a lack of energy? You can't afford to. You have to be on it. You have to be on it. So
that's it. This chance.
This was the chance.
Yeah, we didn't see anything else.
But Weghorst can't get there.
It was slow.
Weghorst, you see Weghorst running through the middle. He can't get, because if that's
Look, he starts to run.
I've got to say, his first touch is very good, where he sets it up, but then the shot.
If you have
Poor.
If you have Rashford or even Martial running through, or anyone running through, even if Sancho was able to get, but the only option was to shoot from the angle, and it just got tighter and tighter, innit? But that's it. We ain't created anything since. And that's because you can miss a chance. Anyone can miss a chance. Barca missed the chance right at the end.
Yeah, but you need to create more.
Yeah, that's the thing, because anyone can miss it. You can't say, we create one chance, one goal, and you can't do that. You have to create more. So. Yeah, Bruno missed a chance, okay. But where's the next chance? Where's the next chance?
Bruno missed the chance and did the penalty, and we didn't see something else.
Or as Javi would say, the Portuguese guy.
Yeah, he didn't say anything.
United definitely have to step their levels up in this second half.
Without a shadow of a doubt.
I wouldn't be surprised if there is a change made at half time, but
all I'll say is Ten Hag doesn't usually make substitutions at half time, so that kind of concerns me a little bit, because I don't know if he's going to make the change, but he definitely needs to.
You see, in recent weeks he hasn't had to resort to anything as drastic as this.
Remember we were 1-0 down against Leeds, and then we conceded straight away after half time, went 2-0 down. So yeah, I mean we played against Leeds again when we were away. Yeah, we went 1-0 down, but we were playing bad. And if I'm remembering both of those games, I don't think... Yeah, he didn't make a change until like 60 minutes. But in this game, he needs to make a change. He needs to make at least one change. We've got 5 subs.
60, that's good for some managers.
Yeah,
Some managers, our manager.
No, but we were
Arsenal
2-0 down to Leeds after
okay,
60.
okay, yeah.
We need to make at least one change now. You got 5 subs. Just make a change now.
In 3 windows, no?
3 windows, yeah. But half time doesn't count as a window. So even after the
Exactly.
half time sub, you still got 3 more windows to make 4 subs.
So I think it's important. Make now.
Yeah,
For me,
you
it's
have to change something.
yeah.
I'm still looking forward
To
to
be
the
honest,
second half.
it's
though.
Vegas. Vegas needs to come off. Vegas needs to come off. I'm being serious. He needs to come off. Like, he needs to come off.
I think
You
that
ain't doing anything.
now I am thinking that we can see Rashford in the middle, so he can take the ball from the any other side, no?
He can do it from the left.
Yeah, but it's true that
On the left is generally his best position, but he's best off the left when he's got someone.
yeah,
like
but normally you are playing more for the left position, but today you are not playing
when
for the left position.
And it was weird
I don't
because
know.
usually when we got Shaw and Rashford on the left, everything usually comes down there.
Uh-huh.
But this time everything's coming down the right, and maybe that's why he's got Sergio Roberto. He's on the right,
Sergio Roberto is on the right,
and he's more defensive. So
Exactly.
that's a
and
tactical
Balde
kind of
is
thing that-
more attack.
Yeah, so
it's in
by
defense.
having him on the left, where the Shaw Rashford partnership usually builds.
I think we'll be fine in the
Maybe,
middle. The
Are you confident they can turn it around?
Yeah, yeah.
Genuinely confident that they
No.
can?
but you know, but Raul, you know how it's gonna go. Laurie goes, "Are you confident?" I say no. Laurie goes, "Why are you not confident?" Like, what do you want? I answer
No, I
yes.
mean, listen,
I answer yes. And he goes, "Genuinely." Like, what do you want? Do you want my answer? Or you want my answer?
No, I must say,
we're not out of it. We're not out of it.
I'm
but-
trying to keep a neutral perspective, even though I want Barca to win. But no, but looking at United, they did look strangely disjointed. For a game of this magnitude, I expected United to come out of the traps hard and fast, and they didn't do that. They had a few moments, but then they conceded a penalty, and it's almost as if the penalty kind of rocked them back on their heels a little bit.
Yeah, not the stuff.
And I expected them, when they went a goal down, to throw everything at Barca and, let them feel a bit of backlash. That didn't happen. In fact, Barca had a period of possession not long after you scored where they looked quite comfortable. I was like, right.
Good. Like for the first 10 minutes, pretty even. Barca got the penalty, and then I would say for the next 10 minutes or so, it's about 20, 25 minutes of the game, Barca were in control.
Barca,
And then we started coming a bit more
started
into
coming
it.
back.
But again, we didn't create any
But
chances.
then when you
so-
came back into it, as we were saying before, your guy Weghorst up top, he just didn't look on it. And so I would definitely be looking at making a change.
There's a lot of
It's
changes
who
in
you're
the
going to
game.
change.
It's a bit-
I agreed with what you
Besides,
said,
I
though.
think
They need to reconfigure.
Yeah.
Rashford needs to go through the middle. That's got to happen,
Yeah.
and I think that will happen. So it's who you.
I'm
Take off and
surprised
put
he,
out wide.
like, I get it. They put 2 centre backs there as opposed to Alonso. But when Barca's playing that high line, you want your quickest player to
Exactly,
exploit the
yeah.
high line. So, yeah, Rashford can exploit it from the left and he can run at Koundé. But, yeah,
I think
first
it'll be
half,
an
it
interesting
didn't work.
second half.
It
I
didn't
still
work.
don't believe
Sure.
that this game's going to stay at 1-0.
I don't think it will.
But then I wouldn't rule out Barca scoring
No,
again.
you don't.
You know what I
you
mean?
can't.
So,
You can't. But we
Yeah.
we need to get the next goal. We need to get the next goal. If we don't get the next goal, then
well, to be fair to you, Neeks, I think you predicted a 2-1 win,
yeah,
didn't you?
yeah.
So
no, I
it could still happen.
I always expected Barcelona to score. There's one thing. Now, obviously, we came back against Leeds and we came back against Barca in the sense that Barca took the lead in the first game. But a lot of the games this season, we've actually taken the lead. So and we drew against Leeds and we drew against Barca. There's not many instances of us going a goal behind and winning the game. Anyone in the chat can correct me, but I don't remember, especially off the top of my head, of us going behind. Oh, maybe Manchester Derby. I think Manchester Derby might be the only game where the opposition took the lead and we came back and won the game. So that's why I'm not overly surprised that Barca scored first and we didn't counter straight away, because generally when we concede first, we don't go on to win the game. But you have to be able to do both. You have to take the lead and win the games, or come from behind and then win the game. You have to do both. So,
And dare I say it, if you don't get through
You look cool
tonight,
too,
if you don't get through tonight, you'll be looking at that previous game last week and thinking, why didn't we finish them off?
Well, yeah.
Yes.
And as we said, I predicted it.
Oh,
it's Antony.
Weghorst has been subbed.
Anthony.
Yeah, okay. Anthony
I
will
did
go
say
on the
that,
right.
didn't I? I said that
Yeah.
they might hook him, and they have done.
So Anthony will go on the right. Bruno will go through the
Is
middle.
sure?
Yeah, Anthony will go on the right. Bruno through the middle. Sancho on the left, and Rashford through the. Up
Now,
front.
I've got to ask you, Nix, because you're obviously the resident United fan here. Anthony came to the club, big reputation, known for his
big money more than reputation.
big money, big reputation,
You can as a star, no?
a lot of confidence, but I've got to say, man, it's not really delivered. Now's the time, surely.
I don't agree with that
Really?
notion that he hasn't delivered. I don't agree with that.
don't know,
He
I
scored
think
in his
the
debut.
jury's out, man.
The jury's out when anyone signs for 80 million, unless you score in every game. But he scored in his debut against Arsenal, which it still burns Arsenal fans to this day because they can't stop talking about him. They want him to be the next Pepe so badly. They do, and so they go on about it a lot. Fair enough, innit? It's football tribalism. He scored in his debut against Arsenal. Scored, I think it was against Everton. Scored in the Manchester derby. Scored in the cup. Was it the League Cup or FA Cup? I can't remember which one of them. And defensively, he's brilliant. Holding the ball, us bringing the ball up the pitch, actually be able to play out from the back, he's very good. He hasn't got a right foot, and that hampers him so much. He gets into positions where you're like, take the man on, and he can't because he ain't got the right foot. And that's what he needs to work on. But for me, for the first season in the Premier League, a new country, a new club, new league, a much higher quality league than Eredivisie. I'm not disappointed in him. Yeah, of course we want more. Like if this is his level of performance for the rest of his Man United career, flop. Because you want him to perform. But for the first season, he's been there 6 months, 5-6 months, I'm not disappointed. And what I've seen, him not being there, there's an imbalance in our attack.
Okay.
So yeah, I think.
So you basically welcome the change.
Oh, 100%. 100%. If only to get Weghorst off, I welcome the change. But we need to create chances. So we'll see what happens.
Could Weghorst be carrying an injury?
Nope.
I mean,
Nope.
I think it's just straight tactical switch.
Rory, he ain't that good. He just ain't that. No, you know what? Man United fans try their darndest, and I get it. Ten Hag has started well. Most of our transfers had been good under Ten Hag. Blah blah blah. Come on! Yeah! Fred with his right foot. Fred with his right foot. Come on!
I've got to say,
That's a great finish. I thought that was Sancho, the way he struck that with his right foot.
the much maligned Fred, that's a great goal.
But what did I
surprised.
say at the start? I said, you're going to get a Fred who's bad in the first half, and then by 60 minutes, you're like, oh, he's had a great game. Because somehow he just turns it around. God damn! Federico!
He want more, eh? He want more.
Come with, listen.
I've got to say, though, if you're Xavi, you saw him there. He looks so peed off. I mean, what was the defence doing there? Look at them.
It's this one here, it's poor.
Look at that. I mean,
Koundé, no? It was
doing
Koundé.
cheeky ups.
Yeah, Koundé.
Fred.
Look
Good
at the
touch.
space here.
It's a swinger. Look at the way you see he struck that.
So it's the first.
Ooh, sweet.
That's impossible, no?
Should the keeper have done better?
Nope, I don't think so. I'm glad he didn't do better.
I think he doesn't know how
Fred.
Should the keeper have done better with that shot?
I don't think
He
so.
wasn't very hard, was it?
I think
No, I don't think
it
so. He was so close. No, I don't
No?
think so.
Okay. But anyway,
David De Gea might save that, but not Ter Stegen.
Come on then.
Ter Stegen can kick, but he can, no, I'm joking.
so we're all square.
Ooh, listen, it's
Oh! No, it's just...
the thing is, there's no away goals, so we're just level. It's 3-3 on aggregate. There's
No, but if you're a United fan, you must be made up about that.
Yeah,
I mean,
we're at home. We
you
just got
came
back in the
out
game.
and within 5 minutes, you've put it right.
Bruno, sharp, bam, good touch. 'Cause you see Balde's going. Balde, that's actually...
come off his shins.
That's pull from Balde.
It is poor.
Because Balde has anticipated the ball is going to miss Fred. So he's gone forward already. And Fred's touch has taken it away. See, when you're a defense, because he's more attack-minded.
Yeah.
When you're a defensive-minded player, your instinct is, I'm looking at the worst-case scenario. The worst-case scenario is Fred gets a touch, and I need to be there to defend it. The best-case scenario...
Oh.
Antony! Antony!
Pass the ball!
went for the pass.
Oh, dude.
Why didn't he shoot? He went for the pass there.
Or did Christian? I'm trying to work out what's happened.
So quick, no?
Wait, let me see what's happened. I'm confused.
So quick.
He did him for pace.
Look, Rashford.
No, I'm sure Antony got that. You see, this is the same issue I'm talking about. Oh no! Oh, Christensen kicked it onto his foot. That's great defending. But if he had a right foot,
But he looked like he was going for the pass anyway.
he may have been, and he may well have got it. But if he had a right foot, you take it on your right, and you shoot. Because he ain't got a right foot, everything's on his left. So it becomes awkward. He's stretching in a certain way. But that's great defending. Christensen kicked onto him.
I must say, United already look far more threatening.
But look at the high line. There's a high line. Just get the balls in
Yeah,
behind.
and Raffles was there in the middle.
Yeah, he was there, man. When Weghorst wasn't.
Yeah,
Weghorst wasn't there in the first half.
Imagine the strike.
Oh, look, this is clever.
Come on!
Ocho.
Oh, he's done well.
Oh, very good.
He's done well. Can we get the crossing?
Outside.
Who's offside? Oh, Rashford.
How?
Wow.
Let's see.
The fans behind saying how.
Oh.
He's right.
Yeah,
He was,
probably
he
just
was,
his
he was.
knee, his shoulder. No. I mean, fair play to the linesman for seeing that because that's tight. That was tight, but yeah. Well, I can't remember what I was saying before that, but yeah, listen, we needed to make a change. We've made a change. We've got to go back.
That's it.
And now we should be pushing on to win because, as I say, we're at home.
Oh, yeah, you got.
They're going to be a bit. They should be, you'd hope, a bit deflated. It's a sucker punch straight after half time. There's no team talk now. You can't go back in the dressing room.
And at this point, if you don't go for the game, probably you.
And they'll come into it later.
Exactly.
Yeah. We need to go for that second,
because
now.
if Barca got one opportunity, they're gonna score.
I would imagine Javi is so annoyed. He probably spent a large part of that half time setting his team up.
Keep
saying,
it tight.
Keep it tight. Keep your shape. Don't do anything silly. What do? Within 2 minutes of coming out, they're giving away a soft goal.
The best scenario possible. I don't know the Manchester United, but Barcelona, they don't
Go
have,
on. Go on.
they don't have a massive bench.
Who? Both?
Barcelona. I don't know Manchester in the bench now, but because after Antony, who
Antony, Garnacho, Sabitzer. Those are really the main.
Yeah, but Barcelona-
You got some defenders, Maguire.
You got Alanga. He came on the other day.
Forget about him. He came on because we were 3-0 up. That's why. He didn't come on to change the game. Like, forget about it.
But he's pretty quick, no?
Yeah, he's quick. He's quick.
possible?
He's quick.
So he's the kind of guy that could, do
No, he can do something, but you ain't bringing him on to win the game.
I see.
To change the game.
Yeah, I've
Yeah.
seen it.
As an 85th minute, say you're 2-1 down, all right, you throw him on because he can do something. But it's in more hope than anything. Listen, I like Alanga. He's
Doesn't sound like
last
it.
Last season when everyone else was just pathetic, he actually every game he was at it. He was at it, and he was playing well. To be fair, but Man United, I think, a bit too high. It's a heavy touch. Go on.
Got lucky there with that.
Go
touch.
on.
Look, Bruno!
Oh,
Look, Bruno!
no, defending. It's great defending again. I think he tried.
Look, Bruno!
I think he tried to pass it.
No.
What you-
He tried to shot.
Oh, I don't think
he
so.
shoot. No, it's not offside. Look, Bruno, he was asking for the ball half an hour. Oh. Yeah, look, Bruno.
Let's see.
Look.
Yeah, but
Look.
you can't. Watch it.
Oh, he tried to shoot. He tried to shot.
You think he tried to shoot from there?
Yeah.
Yeah, it did look like a shot.
Yeah.
Did look like a
I
shot.
think it. I don't know. It looked like it hit his standing foot in the end, but we don't.
Oh,
that's
come on,
poor.
Anthony.
It's the moment now.
That is poor.
It's
Give
the
the
moment.
ball away.
Again,
Go on.
Shot.
Oh, good tackle. I don't know what he wanted. Was he going to pass that probably?
We're starting to see defending reminiscent of the first game, aren't we? From Barca.
Full. Yeah, no, it's so late. Yeah.
Come on, boys, man. Let's get that second.
Go.
Barcelona are a strange team to watch, because in moments they look really good, and in other moments they look really bad.
But
You know what I mean?
Raul, you can tell me. I watched the first leg, and I was sitting there like, how is this team 8 points clear of Real Madrid? So tell me, how are this team 8 points clear of Real
I
Madrid?
told you, just because they are getting the
Oh, he's
result.
offside, I think.
They are getting the result. They are not doing a great football. They are not.
So how are you
They
8
are
points
having-
behind them?
Players injured. So
Why are you 8 points behind them? Are you playing bad?
Maybe no. We are not playing very good, but I think for me the big difference is because I don't know why the team playing against us like the last game in the life.
That's the final.
Yeah, the final. Every game for Real Madrid is a final. And then with Barcelona, they are playing more relaxed. I don't know. It's honest.
I guess
you can see the fall, the red card, the yellow card. So no, it's true. It's true.
I guess
Vinicius?
obviously you are the defending champions, Champions League winners. So I guess there's a bit more because when whoever's a champion, you want to dethrone them. You respect them a bit more maybe because you expect.
Yeah, but in
I
Spain
don't know.
they don't
But-
care. We don't have this mentality in Spain. The small team is like, we want to play with Real Madrid. I'm going to do my massive match.
Free kick in the box. It's come out to Antony.
Do it.
Good shot.
Very well.
Was on his left foot as well. That's how he
it
likes
was
it.
it was bouncing a bit. So
You know what
he
happened with
never did get
Antony?
the power.
We spoke about him that is apparently no good. Look tonight, he's going to score the goal.
Antony's a good player. Like and it's very strange. I'm not saying I get when rival fans and question because you're always going to do that. Anyone that signs, like for me, Modric at Chelsea, it's a flop. Worst player in the world to me because I'm a Man United fan.
You're after
never
a couple
know
of
yet.
games.
I know, but I'm saying you just say that as a fan. You kind of, but what really it gripes me and it annoys me a bit. You see the treatment that the media give to a Jack Grealish versus an Antony. Jack Grealish has been in the league, the Premier League, for this would be his third year. I think it was 2 years with Aston Villa. No, fourth year because this is his second year at Man City. 100 million signing, world record or at least Premier League record fee. He's played in England his whole life. He goes to the best team in the country, and they don't want to call him a flop. But Antony's comes to, as I explained, everything, all those differences, and after 5 months, he's a flop, he's this, he's that. And I'm like, but so what about Jack Grealish? He costs 20 million more.
Although to
so
be
it's
fair
the
to Grealish, he's
imbalance
having a
in-
good season this
He's
season.
having a decent season. He's having a decent season.
I would say he's having a good season.
He got like, listen, when we were looking at Jack Grealish, and yeah, numbers ain't everything, but when he was at Villa, he had numbers. The people that he's replaced in Man City had numbers. Sterling had numbers. He's gone in there. He's not creating all the chances for Haaland. He's not scoring any goals, any crucial goals. So I'm not saying, for me, Jack Grealish hasn't worked out, but I'm not saying that you should be calling him a flop. I just want some balance. If Antony's a flop after 5 months, then Jack Grealish is the worst signing the Premier League's ever seen. Like, if we're going to be balanced about it. But I get it from fans. I get it.
Interesting take. Right, back to this game.
What's
12
the
minutes
possession?
gone?
What's the possession stats now?
So we are watching a different.
let you
Oh,
have
the
that.
hair again. The hair again. The mistake.
Yeah, he can't kick the ball. He can't kick the ball. You just hope that.
No, we are watching now one game different.
Yeah,
Absolutely. Now,
But goals change games, isn't it?
yeah,
goals
no,
change,
but now the Manchester won the ball. In the first
Barcelona
half.
in the ascendancy in terms of possession, 59%.
Okay, so they're still dominating possession. I
But
feel
in the
like.
second half or just
No, just overall. I think.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Shots on target, Man United 5. Sorry, shots, Man United 5, Barca 4. On target 3-1.
3-1, Man United.
See
But
Albert?
Barca looking threatening
Valde?
on the wing here.
Yeah.
Can they get the cross in? Yes, they can.
Martinez.
Good defending by
The shortest
Martinez.
man in the world wins the header.
Oh,
For me,
what's
he's
that?
the man of the match.
Go on, Fred.
Oh,
It's that man, Fred.
Yeah,
Well,
so
well,
Fred
well.
is a
to
different
himself.
man this half. Like I tell you,
Nice.
Fred is so hot and
Oh.
cold. It's so annoying.
Oh,
Go
my
on,
God.
Rashford. Oh, good defending, whoever that was. Oh, Rashford was in.
Rashford.
Rashford was in.
oh.
But this is Fred. Fred is so hot and cold. He gives you that first half.
Who is it?
Where he's pathetic.
Who
And
is
you're
it?
like, this guy is not Brazilian. And he comes out, he's peak Socrates.
Oh.
Oh, Rashford was in. I don't know.
Oh, you see the control?
He's Brazilian.
Anthony's looked good since
Oh.
he's come on, actually. Oh,
Penalty
Wan-Bissaka.
No, get up.
Oh,
No, it looked like a little push in
Look,
the back
Bruno.
by Bang. And someone's
Wait, what's
kicked.
happened? What's happened? What's happened?
he's one not good.
Oh, that's...
Oh, he's one not
Who
good.
is that? Bruno?
Yeah, but I
Yeah,
don't know
you
what's
cannot
happened.
do
Could he
that.
go
What
for
did he
that?
do? What did he do?
He should.
It looked like he kicked the ball against his stomach.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, against the person on the floor?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That'll be a yellow card then. if the ref saw it anyway. He's got his hands around his neck. That's a red card. No, Casemiro got a red card for that against Crystal Palace.
No, it wasn't quite like that.
It was exact.
No.
Casemiro and Will Hughes.
He had him up like
They
that.
hugged,
No, what did they say?
and they hugged after. They were like friends. So
Oh, look, the referee's reaching for the card. What is
it
this?
should be a yellow for kicking the ball against the player. I didn't even actually see it, but if that's what happened, then it should be a yellow.
Yellow?
Yeah, it's not gonna be a red. What, you think that's a red?
No.
Or you think it's nothing?
No, it depends. It's for Bruno or no?
Bruno, it must be Bruno.
Stupid by Bruno.
Yeah, Bruno. Who did he book? Rafinha?
No, both.
No,
So
who
it's
did he
okay.
just book? Who's the second booking for?
I think Rafinha.
Yeah, something.
Look. It's
That
not.
stupid push. Oh, that's terrible.
I mean,
Not terrible.
To me, that's a straight red.
oh, Laurie, stop.
Depends if he listen the
that-
referee or no.
You know the thing with
Could
that?
have hurt him, you know.
Okay. You know the thing with that?
No. Come on.
Araujo.
You know the thing
And
with
he's
that?
instigated.
No, but you know the thing with that? He has done that in the instant. Like the
Ah.
no. When I say in terms of the whistle, he was gonna do it. The whistle probably just blew. If it was, I don't know, 3 seconds after,
I'm
you
saying.
might say he intended to hurt him. It was a kick.
Let me ask you a question now. If the referee had given him a straight red for that, what would you have said?
I would say that's a disgraceful decision. Laurie, have you ever seen a red card for kicking the ball into the stomach, let alone anywhere
No,
else?
but
onto
could
a-
it be classed as violent play, given that the man was prostrate on the floor?
No.
And he's whacked the ball at his head
No,
deliberately?
but no, you say, why are you saying head? Well, you're just adding these new body parts. Like, come on, man. Laurie, you can't fool me.
It's definitely a
You
booking.
can't trick me.
It's definitely a book.
That's a booking. I expect it. It's a booking.
And it's poor by Bruno.
Nah, it's not poor.
Oh, come on.
It's not poor. He did what he did. He got a booking.
It's very unsporting.
I think he's.
You're cool, but that's the game. Like Barcelona play their little cheap diving games. We're gonna come out and be cheap as well.
But this was so blatant,
And he got a booking for it.
so overt.
And he got a booking for it. What do you want? What do you want? What more do you want?
You know what? I'm going to tell you in a minute what I think. Antony's on the ball. He's flushed his light. Oh, actually, he's done well. He's got it out of his feet. Gives it to Fred, man of the match so far, Fred. And it's an interesting through ball
I
there.
thought that was free. What?
Yeah, it's correct. I don't know why.
Wan-Bissaka?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, everyone's just standing.
When the ball goes out, I'm going to tell you what exactly I think should happen in those sorts of circumstances.
Fred is pressing all over the pitch.
He is.
Who's? Wait,
I
there's
think
no one.
that's for change the position, no, with Fred. No.
No. Well, it's a bit fluid, isn't it? Like Fred has. Ooh, what's going on there?
You know what I would say though about this game? It's very finely poised.
Oh,
Either team
100%.
could win. Right, the ball's gone out. So this is my theory, you guys. Right? So I've been a long time advocate of the sin bin in football, and I think if you have a sin bin, and what Bruno did right there, to me, he deserves to go off the pitch for 10 minutes. Sin bin him. Because
I'm not gonna-
that was one of those where it's a
It's
booking,
between, yeah.
but it's a little bit above a booking, but not quite a sending off.
I'm not going to disagree with you because he's onside.
Oh, he's on.
onside. I'm sure Kunde played him on. I'm
He's
sure
on.
he did.
I had no
Can he
choice,
get
onside.
the right ball now?
I think Kunde played him
See,
on.
you know what that is? He cut him on his left foot and he
Yeah,
squandered the
or
chance.
you should be right foot
Yeah, he
straight
should have
across the
been a
box.
right foot cross.
But he ain't
across
got
the
right
goal.
foot. He ain't
But
got
he
right
cut
foot.
back on his left foot and the
Because you look
opportunity was
at
lost.
in the first half. I'll get to your sin bin in the first half, in the first leg. I'll get to your sin bin in a second. Rashford, he on the own goal.
Yeah.
He went down the wing and
That's
just
right.
hit it across.
Look at this. Look.
He just hit it
yeah,
across.
He should have put it over with his right foot, but he checks back. Watch it.
Yeah, but look how much space there is on the right. But the defenders know that he's going to come back on his
So
left.
even Ten Hag saying, you see him? He actually says right foot. He actually said that. He must have been listening to me.
That's the thing with Antony that's so frustrating because the positions that he gets in,
Yeah.
he can create so much more.
Oh, this is dangerous.
And now?
Oh,
Oh,
brilliant.
good tackle. Good
Who was
tackle
that?
by
Martinez.
Martinez. He's had a
For
good
me,
game.
he's the
actually.
man of the match, Martinez.
Who's there? Too heavy.
It's literally end to end now.
Yeah, so what I was going to say about that sin bin thing.
Yeah, tell me
I'm
what
not
you
going to outright disagree with you because until a sin bin is brought in, we don't know what the criteria is for a sin bin.
Right.
But what I would say is, I've never seen anyone sent off for kicking the ball out of position. I've never seen it. Ashley Williams one time, this is years ago, so it's about 2012-13, kicked the ball into Van Persie's head from very close range. May have been a foul. Maybe been. I don't even know if it was.
That's
a yellow.
dangerous. Oh, great
What a
save by
what a
De
save.
Gea.
What a save. How is Sancho there?
Or
at the
should
back?
Koundé have done better with
Koundé.
that?
Probably Koundé should have scored. But why is Sancho the one? Well, where's Luke Shaw? God, that's a good header, to be fair.
That is a good header. That's great.
See, and this is what I'm saying. David here can't kick, but he can make that save.
Yeah.
And do you give up that save for someone who can pass out? You want someone who can do both.
Yeah,
and until we find that both, all right, there, just try kick better.
See, that opportunity there just illustrates what I was saying, because you had Antony at one end, where he should have squared it with a right foot. Then you've gone down the other end, Koundé nearly scored. Anyone could get this game. It really is like that. Long range shot? No.
No.
Good cross. That's a good cross. Who wants it?
Someone close him down.
Shoot!
Calm. Yeah, so we're going to do a quick break. Back on the sim bit, so I think it was 2012-13, Ashley Williams for Swansea kicked the ball into Van Persie's head. Fergie afterwards says he could have killed him.
Which he could have.
He could have because he hit his head.
And that's what I was saying to you. That
But he didn't hit his head.
right, but
So
what I'm saying is...
arguably, if he hit his head, maybe a sin bin thing, maybe. And potentially you could, if he deliberately tried to kick it into his head, if it's interpreted that way, then the red card becomes a question.
Yeah.
But kicking the ball at the
I must admit,
midriff of someone is never a red
I
card.
am a believer
Never.
in the sin bin concept. I've seen it work well in rugby, where
Oh, Dallow's coming
players...
off.
What's he done to his Barnet?
Oh, I know, it's awful.
That is
It's
really...
awful.
And injured.
Who?
Oh, look,
Wan-Bissaka.
Barca again.
Oh, is someone that? Where's Wan-Bissaka?
It's different. He's in. He's in. Oh, bad touch.
Why is Wan-Bissaka so infield? What the hell? And I said, Antony defensively, these things.
But you know what I'm
But these are
seeing
the things
now,
people
guys?
don't see.
You know what I'm seeing?
The
now?
balance that
the game is stretching.
We lose when he's not there.
The game is stretched, and it's literally who puts it in first.
But I wouldn't bring on Dallo for Wan-Bissaka. I'm not sure about that. We'll see. I'm not the manager, but
Oh, do you believe in your manager?
I'm not the manager. but Wan-Bissaka's done. He's been all right. Going forward, he's been poor. But
Sancho, take off.
I mean, he could. No, you could. Maybe that's definitely an option. To be fair, I would prefer that than Wan-Bissaka. I'm not gonna lie. Let's see.
Let me see.
Sancho's not had a great game.
29 is Wan-Bissaka. I'm like, my issue is when Balde goes forward, is Dallo gonna be able to deal with him? That's my question. So
Wan-Bissaka's
we'll see. I mean, I think he played well overall, but just going forward, he just doesn't really offer.
Why don't we do a poll?
bin.
Should sin bins be introduced in football?
Oh, Sancho off for Garnacho.
What do you say? You say yes?
No.
Because there are some
orange
fouls
cards.
which
there are some orange cards.
Yeah.
But I don't think there's enough orange cards for me to bring in a sin bin, because then what I fear is that things that were yellow cards in the past, and you keep 11 v 11, the rest might start using the sin bin, and then you're actually then disadvantaged for a situation that doesn't cause you to be disadvantaged. I don't know.
But sometimes it does work, because if you take somebody off for 10 minutes and you know what I mean, you're technically weakening them.
Yeah, but
then that's punishment in itself, isn't
yeah,
it?
but what the question is, what challenges warrant a temporary?
I think we've just seen one.
No, you've seen one. No one else has seen that. Larry,
Well, let's see.
Nobody else has
Let's
seen
get the
that.
poll going up. Would you like to see sin bins in football? And already, we've had 60 votes in the space of a minute or two. I've got to say, Neeks, most people are in agreeing with you at the moment, 64%, but there's still time.
Well, according to you, stats are everything, so as long as the
No,
stats
I've never said that. Man United on the attack.
What are we doing?
Oh,
Garnacho, what are you going to do? Stand him up.
Garnacho with the bleach blonde hair.
I know,
Looks
it's
like
awful. It's awful.
Looks like he's come back from Bondi
sorry,
Beach.
it's horrible.
It's hot. Oh, I saw it at training. I was like, what the hell is this guy doing? I don't know who convinced him.
Everything is possible. I don't know
Oh,
watching
it's just-
Manchester or Barcelona winning the game.
And
This game
Again-
is very finely poised. It could literally go either way, and I kid you
But
not.
to be honest, I think I am watching too much respect.
from
think so?
who?
Both.
From both.
Because
But you don't think
Yeah.
But don't you think they deserve to give each other respect?
they deserve. But I think if you need to win as well, no? You need to do something. You just can't wait here.
No, you
let me see
do,
what happens.
but you don't wanna lose. So
Exactly,
it's kind of it's tight.
Yeah, so we can go to the penalty.
I tell you
really.
what, I don't want that because we've got a cup final on Sunday. We can't afford any more minutes and potential injuries. But imagine we go all the way to penalties and lose. So you're tired and you're deflated because you've lost the game. Go into a cup final.
And
You
De
don't
Gea
want
is
that.
not the best person for
No.
this.
You know, he nearly saved the one in the first half. But I'm pleased that they've come out and played in the way that I expected them to start the game. That's what I'm pleased about.
What's going on? Ferran Torres.
Oh, please.
Ferran Torres. Sergi Roberto.
Do you rate Ferran Torres? I don't really. Do you think he's good? Ferran Torres?
It's good. Good marketing for Manchester City, yeah.
Yeah, it's good. Brilliant business for Man City. I
Yeah.
think
He's not playing.
no, he's not.
Yeah, no. He's.
I don't know why Barca bought him, to be honest.
I don't know why as well.
Now that I say that, he's probably going to score.
Yeah, exactly. So you see Sergi Roberto out. Yeah.
Okay. Yes.
Also, the Barca fans say that why we want Ferran Torres. So-
Like, what's he good at? Is he a good dribbler? Is he a good finisher? Is he quick? I don't
He doesn't have any something
stand out
special.
attributes. No.
You see, you say Dembele, you say maybe Rafinha, but no.
What's going on
It's
there?
another-
I want to see a red.
Another crunching tackle.
Well, I say that. It might be for us. Let me not say too much. What's happening? Let's see.
Casemiro.
Ooh! No, that's Lewandowski on Casemiro.
Yeah, I think so.
And look at him holding the weird. Nothing's even happened to you. That's a sin bin.
So I think the referee saw. So
Yeah, you got the yellow.
yeah.
20 minutes. Yeah, this game. The thing is, you know what? Obviously, I don't want to lose any game. But the way that this game has gone, 20 minutes, I hope he's not injured. Whatever happens from here, I'm comfortable. If we end up losing, I say,
Really?
yeah.
Come on.
You'd sacrifice your
Come
Europa.
on.
I didn't say anything about sacrifice.
Come on, Nick. No,
No, but you said
no.
whatever
Come
happens
on.
to me, you're okay with.
Yeah,
I'm
no,
comfortable. I'm not gonna lambast the players. Disgrace. How did you lose to Barcelona? It's been a good 2 games.
But you cannot say that.
That's strangely defeatist coming from a man like you.
It's
This
been
is
a good
meant-
2 games. It's been 2
Yeah,
games.
no,
Because I know what's going to happen. If we do end up losing, Man United bottled it. That's what's going to happen. Man United bottled it. I've seen guys in the office. I've seen your little strap line below your title. I've seen it already. I know. It's going to be Man United bottled it.
Am I interpreting this, you say this, as
We've come a long way.
you've come a long way, but you're willing to sacrifice
Didn't say anything
this
about I'm not willing to lose.
because you believe you're in the title race, is that right? So you wanna
The only league race we're in is the
you
League Cup
want
final.
to channel all your energies into the title race. Is that basically that's what you're saying, isn't it? If you come out of the Europa League, and let's face it, the game on Sunday is just it's not a massive deal.
It's not
for United.
We ain't won a trophy in 5 years. That's the biggest game of our lives.
All right, so let me ask you a question then: title race or Carabao Cup? Which one do you
When you
want?
say, I would rather win the League Cup and finish second than not win the League Cup and push Arsenal close. End up with the Tottenham trophy. We push them close. No, to win
Oh
trophies.
yeah, I agree with that.
Okay,
but
if you're
I
going to
mean,
compare the league to winning the Premier League, of course. But there's 3 teams in. If we get in the title race, there's 3 teams in it.
So
On
you
Sunday, there's 2 teams in it. We need to win that game before we think about anything else.
Oh,
Get
look,
that
look,
Joe! Oh, Fred?
Fred-
Antony! Yeah! Yeah! Come on! Come on!
Vamos. The job is not done. The job is not done.
They said he's a flop. You see
The
that
job
strike? You see the strike? Shh.
that was a very well taken goal.
Come on!
Vamos.
Woo! You see my reverse psychology. Guys, I'm willing to.
A minute ago,
Bam!
he was
Guys, we
saying
can
that-
lose. Go on, Fred. Come on. Listen, we still got a lot of time left in the game, so.
Are you thinking the same? If you go out, Fali, what happened now?
What now?
Now.
Guys, you can ready the
You
strap
always
line.
want to
If
win.
we lose from here, you can bottle it. I'm in it. It's fine. Fine by me.
Rafinha, was he fouled there?
Oh, please.
No,
They
no.
might as well give a penalty for it. Just give him a penalty.
VAR check. The goal.
Yeah, of course.
Great play by Garnacho there.
Bruno.
There was the
We've been
controversial
four
moment.
now.
Bruno. Look at the strike. Bah!
Ter Stegen there, no?
Oh, it's an instep as well. David De Gea
See,
saves it.
you know what that is, right? Once that come on his left foot, you see the confidence with which he took that.
It's completely different to his
Yeah,
right foot.
yeah.
Like on his left foot, he's a different animal.
He is.
When his right foot, I saw one time he was on the byline and he did like a full, not the skill, but he did a full 360 just with his left foot, just to pass it to someone behind him. And I was like, brother, you're a professional footballer. But when he's on his left foot, this man's an animal.
No fall. Was well.
So, Laurie, would you like to ask me that question about Antony before? I'm wondering.
No, I asked you that question.
Can we get a
because
poll up,
I've
maybe?
I've seen United fans, no less, even people like Paul Scholes questioning Antony and
Yeah,
saying,
I
look,
have. I've seen
far he's been a flop.
I've seen Man United.
So I thought that was a legitimate question, all due respect.
I think it's a legitimate question because it's topical.
Yes.
I think it's very unfair for anyone to label him a fault, whether you're Paul Scholes or you're Jonathan from Stretford. Like, it's not for me. It's way too early.
You got to say credit to Ten Hag. There's another substitution he made.
Oh, Fatty
Paid dividends.
Fatty.
He had a good game in the first leg.
When he
actually,
came on,
Anthony
yeah.
Fatty,
He was alright.
so.
Rafinha come off again. I mean, he ain't been. Rafinha ain't
He
been.
can't
as good
complain
in
this time.
No, he can't. Yeah, he ain't been the
This-
same. Oh, come on, boys.
And the way that we are watching this game, and for my experience in Champions League in the Europe, you need to score one more.
Oh yeah, definitely.
You need to go for the third.
Yeah, we can't sit back
Yeah,
now.
exactly.
Because if you remember, in the first leg, we went 2-1 up. We didn't sit back, but then in the last 10 minutes or so,
Yeah.
we started sitting
You
back,
got
and they were
sloppy,
creating
yeah.
chances. You can't risk that, and they scored to equalize. So
And I think they know just for the first 2 minutes.
I think
They
we're-
need to score one more minimum.
but I think we're at home, and the crowd are gonna keep pushing us forward.
Yeah, exactly. And the ball now, you can lose the ball if you go out, you know.
To be fair to Nix, he did predict 2-1, and at the moment, he's right.
I want to be wrong. I want 3-1.
Yeah, now you need to go for one more.
Yeah.
Exactly, you know. Ay, vamos.
Antony.
Do you know that what this disaster is Barcelona out of the UEFA
Oh, because
And
and Champions League and then Europa in one season.
and Copa del Rey next week against us? Do you know what
Oh,
disaster
the El
is?
Clasico's Copa del Rey.
Yeah.
Have you got an El Clasico, another one in the league?
Yes.
Okay.
So we have two Clásico between Liverpool games. We have two Clásico, Liga
So
and
you-
Copa del Rey.
Oh, so you played Liverpool. You got Copa del Rey when weekend,
No, this
Mid-
weekend is Atlético Madrid, Real Madrid.
and then midweek,
In the midweek, Real Madrid Barcelona.
and then the week after
Then
you play
the
Liverpool
week after, Clásico in the weekend
before Liverpool.
before Liverpool.
Oh,
Then
so you played two
Liverpool.
Clásicos in between Liverpool.
Yeah.
Oh,
We are in Spain, so it's, it's something.
and you
It's like Celtic.
and didn't you
Instead that we help the La Liga help to the Spanish team, no.
and you played a Clásico abroad. Where was that? Was that Saudi? No, it wasn't Saudi. Where did you play?
No,
Oh, that's naughty there.
no,
That's
no.
naughty.
This Clásico no, because it's just for the finals.
Yeah, but it's a Clásico.
Yeah, but it's the semi-final.
Nick's studiously
No, I'm saying when you
ignoring
played-
another
Ah, the
dreadful-
last
look-
game.
When you
look at
played
that,
abroad.
oh, look at that.
It's a yellow. It's a yellow.
Oh, come on.
It's a yellow. The blonde hair's getting in his eyes. He can't even see. You just book it. To be fair,
You know.
it should be a second yellow. One
That-
yellow for the hair.
You're not going to tell me that there
And
wasn't
it's not-
an element of intent in that. You're not going to tell me.
He intended to foul him.
No, he intended to hurt him.
Yeah.
see the way-
Well, he failed. He ain't hurt. The man's up, running, trying to get an equaliser now.
Poor. What if Barcelona score from this? What are you saying then?
Then it's 2-2. What you-
No, I don't want to see
Listen,
that.
the way we've been playing this season,
In comes a free kick. It's a good one.
Bien.
the way we've been playing this season, and the point I was making for, I'm not going to go in on these players because they've been playing well. So whether we win, lose, or draw,
Oh,
we've been playing well. Some fans, the moment things are go bad, oh, sell him, sack him, this, that, whatever. I'm relaxed. We need to win the final on Sunday. Yeah, it's in. Kept it in.
he keeps it in.
He kept it in.
in,
Yeah. Take him. How fast is Kunde? Go on.
This is good.
Go on!
Can he cross it for Rashford? Can he cross it for Rashford? Oh, he did cross it, but he's slightly behind
The
it.
first touch took it a bit too far to the left. It needs to be.
But I have to admit, you know, you've got to give credit where credit is due. That was a very good move by United. Lots of pace.
We've been the better side in the second half.
Definitely. Definitely.
We've been better in the second half.
Oh, look, Antony's through. Rashford.
Oh, Jesus.
He wants the corner.
For me, this team is better than the starter 11 for Manchester United.
Yeah, because
Garnacho is creating more.
Anthony's first choice. Anthony's a first. He's been injured. That's why he didn't play. That's why he didn't start.
And Garnacho?
No, Garnacho. He's
playing good as well.
Yeah, he's playing well. He's playing well.
That's a silly foul to give away if it is a foul. He's
But
lucky to get away.
It's no
with it.
fault.
That's lucky to get away with that one.
Play.
Even Neeks, he's quiet because he knows.
I'm quiet because I'm
you
saving my breath for the goal. I'm saving my breath for the goal.
He's,
Penalty.
he's Araujo. He's a big boy.
I must admit they've done well against Rashford today, Barcelona.
We've been better in
But
the
you have been
second
better.
half
Oh, look, this is promising.
than Barca were in the first half. When you spoke about Barca being better in the first
Yeah,
half,
that's true.
Yeah,
That's
it's
true.
true.
not to this level.
Yeah.
They were barely better. We were just very bad in the first half. We've been who's down? Rashford's down. Rashford's down. Rashford, get up, please. I beg. Rashford, don't.
He looks a bit concerned.
Rashford, don't.
Did he fall
not
badly?
sure, eh?
Let's see.
He's not
No, he jarred his knee. It looked like
no.
he jarred his
Sorry.
knee.
He's looking like he wants to come off.
I know.
No, they are winning. They are winning. They are losing time.
Maybe he's thinking,
hope.
you know what it is? He's thinking, save me for the final on Sunday. That's what that looks. But
But do you think that the job is done?
There's no, you can't be saving another final.
No.
This game, the final 10 minutes. That's what I need you for.
Wow. The half of the goal is for Bruno, eh? This
Yeah,
pass.
yeah.
Oh, my.
brilliantly taken goal by Antony there. Strokes.
Yeah. On the first touch.
You know what I like about that goal, right? I admired his composure.
Yeah,
Because a lot of players would have put their foot through that and put it in row Z.
Yeah.
He had the composure and the patience and the presence of mind to pick his spot and just place it in.
Yeah, he jarred his knee. It's
a straight substitution.
I am happy for Manchester United. It's Marco Alonso.
Who's number 4? Who's coming on?
So hang on a minute. So you're chasing the game. You need a goal to stay in it, and you're bringing on Marcos Alonso.
I think that
Well, he's an attacking
too many options.
fullback, to be fair. Oh, you saying yeah? Because Gavi's not there, Pedri's not there, Dembele's not there.
No.
He's taking off us a centre back.
Central back. Araujo, wow. Alonso in. So I think they're going to play 3.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Kunde will come inside.
I mean, Marco Alonso can play as well in the.
Is Rashford going to carry on?
I mean,
He seems to be walking okay.
we cannot afford Rashford getting injured. I think there's about 3 players, to be honest, probably 4. We can't afford David De Gea getting injured. That's 1, because no matter you want to talk about this or whatever, we ain't got another keeper like him in the squad. Casemiro, cannot afford him getting injured. Rashford. Those are the 3 main. Obviously, Varane and Lissandro are brilliant, but I think you can potentially do without one. Can't do without both. But if there was one that I would prefer to stay fit, it's Varane out of him and Lissandro. Because Varane is just like, yeah, he's just brilliant. And he goes about his job. No one even really speaks about it. Everyone's like Lissandro because he's always action in there, making tackles. But Varane is just, he's where he needs to be.
Yeah.
He's where he needs to be. It's like a Rio and Vidic. Vidic won like 2 Player of the Years because he's and he's brilliant. Don't get it twisted. But he's all action.
Yeah, but Varane for us is always the same.
But Varane just covers the area where he needs. Oh, go on, keep going. Book him.
Here.
Oh, what is going on there?
It's very slow, Scott. It's very slow.
VAR, he got in his face.
See, this is why we need to have the sin.
I don't even like Busquets.
The man's dragged him back
I don't like Busquets.
shamelessly because he done him for pace.
I haven't liked Busquets.
Look at that.
I haven't
is
liked
awful.
Busquets since he rolled 10 times against Inter Milan, 2010, and he peeked out of the corner of his eye to get the red card for Thiago Motta.
It's normal for Barcelona.
I know. Well, especially Busquets, but I find it like I know he's been a great player, but I find it hard to respect him because he's so dirty and he's so like snide and sneaky. Oh.
Yeah.
We've got 1,600 people watching. Hit the like button, man. It's good.
Hit the like button for Man United.
See that foul there, though? Seriously, this is why we need the sin bin. because that guy there, he's just my man's left him for
But
pace.
why does it need a sin bin? It's been a yellow card since time immemorial. Why do we need to
Because they
change
need
it?
to introduce stringent like
I said I'm not against it per se.
that
but
will stop people doing stuff.
yeah,
like
so
this.
I'm not against it per se, but I'm not against the sin bin. But tactical foul, that's a tactical foul. Tactical fouls has been like in my life since as long as I can remember. So it's not.
But there's
it's not-
tactical fouls and it's blatant.
But I'm saying
putting
it's
a
not.
man
But it's
down
like when
because it's getting through on
It's
goal.
like when Chiellini did it to Saka in the
Yeah.
Euros. You remember
Yeah,
he was
yeah,
dragged
yeah.
him back. That was a bit dangerous to be fair. That's probably a sin bin because that's dangerous. He proper yanked him. But yeah, I'm not.
The last
I'm
time I
not
looked at the
against
sin bin poll, it was shortening. You know, it was 57 to 43%.
for every challenge that goes in, someone says yes.
We're moving into the last 5 minutes of normal time, that is, and United have a slender lead. I must admit, they do look good for the lead, but Barcelona still have a chance to even things
Yeah,
up.
it's awesome.
And they probably will get one more chance before the game is done.
Probably.
Such is the nature
That
of this
being
game.
said, Davide has had to make 2 saves in this game. Am I right? The header from Koundé and the penalty.
Oh, look.
Barca haven't really created anything. The penalty and Koundé's header. It's gone out. It's gone out.
But I think we're gonna see one Barcelona that's
They're gonna be pushing like.
pushing a lot, and of course for the game, because this is typical for Barcelona now. Go for the game because they need it.
But then
They have to go for it.
But that's why
They have to
we've
go
got Rashford, we've got Antony, we've got Garnacho. So
mean,
when they're pushing forward, that space that they exploit,
You might as
that
well
we-
get beat 3-1 rather than 2-1.
Yeah,
You've got to
go in for the game. Yeah,
And I think they will. Oh, look, Lewandowski is good.
that's
Casemiro
a yellow.
without
That's a
yellow,
yellow card
yeah,
as
at the
well.
time without yellow, it's fine. He knows.
So if we did have a sin bin, we'd probably be 6 players each.
Venga.
You gotta do what you gotta do, man.
No, it's
As I say, I'm not against it. Like it is what it is. You have to just.
Well, I would have thought the manager would
Watch
have
a player,
had
eh?
a pop at him if he didn't. wouldn't
Yeah,
he?
exactly.
what's a player, Casemiro.
I know.
What's a player, mamma mia.
Like
You wish you had him back, didn't you?
No.
No?
We didn't miss him, but what's a player?
Yeah, he's.
it's like you watch him because you know there's good players, and then there's great players, and you watch him, and he's just like this guy is world class. Like it's
Ferran
not even.
Torres.
There's not even a debate about it. He's just world class.
Yeah.
And I know Man United. Yes, we're supposed to have those quality players, and we do, for the size of our club. But we've gone so long with these like. Okay, I don't want to go.
Like who?
Like for example, we've been playing McTominay and Fred for years in that middle, and then
You said Fred was man of the match earlier on.
you said Fred was man of the match. Listen, when Casemiro plays, invariably he's our best player. He might not always get man of the match because say Rashford scores 2, yeah, you might give it to him. Bruno might get a goal and assist. You give it to, but he is always like his average game is 7 out of 10. Whereas them man are like they have to do something to get a 7 out of 10. He oozes class. That's what it is. He oozes class.
For me, always he was always the second man of the match. Always, never on top, but always. Every game. Because the man of the match is one day
And
is
would you
one,
believe
one
it?
other day is another. But Casemiro always the second man of the match.
Who's coming
Would you
off?
believe
Oh,
him?
Rashford-
When he did
Rashford's
come to
coming
this
off.
Country. Remember Graham Souness?
Rashford's coming off and he's limping a little bit.
He's saving himself for Sunday.
He's not.
He is.
He's injured.
I bet you any money he plays on Sunday.
He might, but is he
He will
100%? We'll see.
You know what happened if Barcelona score? You're gonna suffer a lot in the extra time without Rashford.
Without Rashford and that running, but yeah, and that's when maybe then you bring in an Elanga because at least he's got the pace to push Barca back. But he's not of Rashford's quality, is he? But
You got Vegas.
well, thank God it's not rolling subs.
Is Marco Alonso playing off central back? I didn't see.
I think so.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I think so.
What?
It's just a like for like change, isn't it? I don't know. Maybe
I'm
if they get a set.
Chain for chain, or I don't know.
I'm surprised to see him come on, to be honest. They need a goal. I mean,
Exactly.
surely you got to bring on some
Oh.
attacking players.
Oh, I the hair with the ball.
Just kick it. Yeah, no, take no risks. Yeah,
Oh,
that's
very
ours.
good.
That's ours. What was I saying before?
2 minutes.
What were we just talking about before?
6 minutes, no extra time.
There will be some added time.
6.
Casemiro.
Maybe not
I
six.
was saying Casemiro.
I'd
In the
say-
Champions League final, Courtois got man the match.
Courtois.
but Casemiro was the best outfield player on that pitch. The one against Liverpool just gone.
Yeah.
He was the best player on outfield player, but obviously Courtois made
Did
all
you
those
say that at the
saves.
time? or
Yeah,
you
no, I
say
did.
it
I said
now?
at the time. And then his last game for Real Madrid, he was man of the match in the Super Cup.
No, he's quality.
Casemiro was the best defensive midfielder in the world before he joined Man United. And it's only because he joined Man United and English rivals want to have a dig, all of a sudden he has to prove it in the Premier League. No, he don't.
No, some
he's
people
30
say
years
he's
old
old.
and he's won 5 Champions Leagues. He don't need to prove nothing to nobody.
Well, remember there was...
but then he came in and he was the best player in the Premier League.
No. But when he came in, I just remember he didn't start in the starting 11.
No, he didn't.
I didn't understand why. And the people asking to me, I don't know why. He didn't need to show nothing.
No, but that's Ten Hag. Ten Hag likes the meritocracy. So at the time, McTominay and whoever else was in the midfield were playing well, and we were winning games. We just won like 3 in a row, whatever. So he was like, well, there's no point me rushing it. Let him get up to speed, because even when he did play...
It's a good ball over the top, by the way.
Who is that behind that? Who is that? Oh, McTominay. Because he played in the Europa League, and he wasn't brilliant. He was a bit rusty. That's why he was a bit rusty.
Yeah.
And I think Ten Hag just didn't want to change anything.
Look.
And then we lost the derby to Man City 6-3. And then from that moment, Casemiro started like every game that he's been fit.
This is promising for Barca.
Don't forget.
Oh, Varane. See, I was watching Varane so closely. The way he was just,
Without saying anything.
yeah. And then just makes the interception.
Yeah.
It's a poor pass, Antony.
Yeah, but Casemiro lost the ball.
5 minutes.
5 minutes, 6.
United have
It's
5
just
minutes
experience.
to keep
It's
the lead.
experience, man.
But to Barca are now showed a bit of
I'm so
intent.
happy I cannot believe. No, but I think the Barca they're gonna get one opportunity, one more chance, eh?
Oh,
Oh, God. I didn't know where that was going.
Oh, Bruno's still playing.
Bruno brought that. Bruno bought that foul, but I'll take it. He said Bruno's still playing.
Yeah,
Bruno plays every minute of every game. He has played more games this year than David De Gea. He played more minutes than David De Gea. And David De Gea, the goalkeeper.
do you think that since Ronaldo's gone, he's kind of stepped into his own?
He's gone back to what he...
Yeah.
Yeah, because the way he likes to... He wants the game to go through him, firstly. And he likes the freedom of the movement. And when you've got Ronaldo or even like a Veg who was playing through the middle, it restricts that movement because that striker don't move. He stays in that position. Bruno likes to come in and come out.
Do you also
go
think,
wide.
though, from a personality standpoint, he wants to be the main man, and that Ronaldo being there kind of lessen that a little bit?
I don't know. But that's probably a yellow, to be fair. I don't know. But he's played with Ronaldo for Portugal, and they've granted the last World Cup wasn't great, but they've done reasonably well. So it's not like, who's this guy coming into the dressing room? He knows Ronaldo. He's played with Ronaldo. He respects Ronaldo, and I think he's even comfortable with Ronaldo being the quote unquote leader because throughout his career he's always been behind Ronaldo in that way. But I'm sure, he's a leader. I don't think he's got an ego, but he's a leader.
What?
He ain't got ego.
He looks very ego-driven to me.
No, he's very much team orientated. He's not.
Yeah,
he's not selfish in that way.
but he's still egotistical.
No. I'm talking about when I say ego, I'm talking about like if I'm not the main man, I'm gonna throw my toys.
No, he's not like
if
that.
Every time Harry Maguire comes onto the pitch, he gives him the armband. He doesn't make a fuss about it because Harry Maguire is still the club captain. He does what Bruno does is always for the best of the team. For me, he never thinks about himself before the team. So that's what I mean by the ego. He doesn't have that. There's a lot of players in the world who you necessarily can't say that about. So come on, boys. Ooh.
That was promising.
Varane.
That was.
Got
Got a lot of space there. Garnacho left him. What was Garnacho thinking of there? He just stopped running. Huh? Leaks, over to you. How do you explain that?
That's ours.
Oh,
No worries, Laurie. No worries. That's how I explain it.
It's Bruno hyping up the crowd.
I am confused. I don't understand why he changed Marco Alonso. He said, make me wrong, Xavi, make me wrong. They don't want to go for the game.
He wants to focus on the
La Liga?
yeah, must be. But that's what Barca.
Is Angel Barcelona now? No,
he's definitely,
to be honest.
That, by the way, that was a poor decision. That's a clear foul on Alonso. No, come on.
Please.
Oh, this is promising.
Shut them in.
They're in. Oh, shoot!
Is
He scored! Oh! A match-saving
Rafael Varane.
Rafael Varane.
Wow.
Oh.
You might have to give him man of the match on the strength of that alone.
Rafael Varane.
Oh, the lion.
That was goal bound.
Look at that.
Definitely. Look at this.
Of course it was. No, yeah, it was. I mean, there was someone else behind to clear it potentially as well, but yeah, no, that's great. That's brilliant. Anticipation.
And a lot of defenders with a wrong footed that
What's
into
happened
the
there?
goal.
No, he's onside.
onside.
Luke Shaw's playing him on.
Yeah.
You can see what Lisandro Martinez thinks of
Come
it.
on, boys. Let's see this out, man. Let's see this out. Let's see.
1
How
minute,
could
no?
you guys be so sloppy with a couple of minutes to go?
Oh, they've given a. Oh, they gave it offside, but it wasn't offside. He gave offside in the build-up, but it wasn't offside anyway.
Oh,
It should be a corner to. It should be a corner to Barca.
It's a disaster for Barcelona. This.
Well, listen. When you
Well,
get when you
remember
get.
a few minutes ago, I said, didn't I? Goes, Barcelona will get another chance in this game.
All right.
This one is the chance. Or
And-
is missing the chance.
That was a chance, but that's the only chance. Oh, sorry, they made another one with Kunde. 2 chances in the second half.
No, a couple
One
of minutes
more?
ago, I said that they will get one chance
Yeah, I
to
know.
equalise.
What did we win that?
Oh, one more chance. I think, eh?
20 seconds, oh,
more
boys,
chance.
please.
Oh.
Neeks, man of the match, who you?
I can't even say that yet, Laurie. Sorry, the match ain't done. I can't say it. I can't. Sorry. Because whoever I give man of the match to now,
Oh,
they'll score it on goal or something like that.
Wow.
Oh, keep it in. Yes, go on.
Keep it. No. Keep it.
Should
the ball there.
Should have corner. Should have gone to.
Oh, you
nine.
think should have gone in the corner?
Yeah! Come on! Woo! Come on!
United.
Glory, glory, Man United! Glory, glory, Man United! Glory, glory, Man United! And the Saints go marching on. Come on! Come on! What a second half.
Look, they are
What?
fighting. They are fighting.
What a second half. Barca went in that second half. They went in it. We dominated us. My manager.
That's Benny McCarthy there, isn't it?
Yeah, he's
The
worked on
strike
Rashford.
coach.
Yeah. Eric, they called him Eric 10 months. They thought he'd be sacked after 10. They called him Eric 10 games. Respect him. Respect Ten Hag.
Right, so let's have the conversation. Man of the match.
Eric Ten Hag. No. I mean, the substitutions work.
Is it Fred? Is it Antony? Is it Varane?
Listen, as I said, whenever Casemiro plays,
Oh,
whenever
come
Casemiro,
on.
he's
No, he's-
always he's always the best player on the pitch. But other people get the man in the match. Casemiro was still brilliant in the second half.
I think I'll go Fred, you know.
What?
Yeah.
Casemiro?
Fred was
Fred,
good.
I
Fred
like
was
Fred.
good. Fred was
I
very
go for
He
good.
got that all-important goal.
It's between Varane and Casemiro.
No, I am more impressive for Martinez.
Maybe
You
even
think so?
Martinez. I like Martinez.
I like Martinez as well.
He did have a good
Today,
game.
today,
Yeah, he
today.
did have a good game.
Yeah.
I mean, listen, the second half was. I'm gonna give it Varane, and it's very recency
Yeah,
bias.
but
But there's 2 chances right at the end of the game, and if a striker scores a last-minute goal, we celebrate him. That's a match-winning block. That's a tie-winning block on the line. And just before that, as I said, there was a counter-attack, and he's having to.
Yeah.
The attack is behind him, by the way,
Yeah.
and there's one in front, so he can't even see the guy. But he's having to run and hold
be
that
fair,
line,
you
hold
did
that
call
line,
that.
and then makes
Call
that.
that.
So listen, anyone can get it. Fred for the second half. Bruno was good in the second half. Casemiro was probably the most consistent throughout the game because I think some of them were really bad in the first half. But I'm gonna give it Varane. I love Varane. I like
Raul?
him. I'm biased.
Who
in
did
it,
you
but-
go for?
I go for Martinez.
Okay.
It's nothing special, but I think always in the correct place, the correct pass, I go for Martinez.
Yeah, it was. But I mean, when all is said and done, I'm saying Varane, you're saying Martinez, you're saying Fred. Casemiro was
Yeah, I'll
good.
go Fred.
Bruno
I'll tell you
was
why,
good.
because Fred
But
is
this is why-
much maligned.
What was the
and-
first
and-
It's
thing?
more the
No,
thing.
what was the first one I said? I said Ten Hag. When you've got 5 players who could potentially be man of the match and the game changed based on his halftime subs, the manager was the best player
And
out there. The best person out there.
I have one sentence in my mind that you said, I don't understand these subs. and you are a Manchester fan. I said, okay, but I am not the manager. Okay, let's play.
I have to trust him. You have to.
Maybe.
No,
But of course, in the bench, then how won because Xavi was very poor.
Yeah.
Yeah,
None of this
let's talk about the significance of this game then, because it's the last 32, so down to the last 16. But to put out Barcelona in a major European competition is no mean feat. So, in terms of your season, was this one of your biggest wins, the biggest win? What do you say?
I mean, we played Liverpool at Old Trafford, we beat them. We played Man City at Old Trafford, we beat them.
Played Arsenal.
I wasn't even going to say that. No, but we always beat Arsenal. Easy. No, but it might be. It might be. When all is said and done, granted, the Premier League is a bigger competition than the Europa League.
You Super League, yeah?
Yeah, the Super League is a bigger. But I wanted Barca. When the draw was made, I wanted Barca. And the reason why I wanted Barca was like, I don't like being in the Europa League. For me, I'm the big-headed one. I got the ego, not Bruno. I got the ego. I'm like, why are we in the Europa League? That's failure for us to be in the Europa League. So I wanted a match because that kind of it was worth being.
Captures
there.
that.
I don't want to play
big European
Utrecht or Union or whoever these Nantes or whatever. No, I wanted a match that said, you know what? Yes, it's the Europa League, but it's worth watching. It's worth winning. It says something. If we beat a little weak team, it doesn't mean anything. Beating Barcelona, yeah, we might get knocked out the next round, but
no,
that's a big game. It's a big game. And it's when it all said and done, it's 135 minutes. We played brilliant. 90 minutes at the new camp and 45 minutes here. We were brilliant. So, and I think beating Barcelona, yeah, it's an extra game, and now we have to play the two more in the next round. But it would have been more damage us to lose this game and break up the run that we've been on than the momentum and the enjoyment and the fulfillment that the players are going to get and the confidence going forward. So, that's huge. It's huge.
I do think that overall United were the better team in both games and deserved to go through. So I don't think you can argue with the result. And I do agree with you that it is probably your biggest sequence of wins in the season. I mean, obviously you didn't beat them in the first leg, but you set it up for today. And so, yeah, I do agree with that. Raul, what do you think this will do for Barcelona's confidence? I mean, you guys are playing them, you said, 2 times in the space of a couple of weeks.
Yeah, three times in 1 month we're going to play.
Wow. So
yeah, but I think
do you think this will be a big blow for them? Do you think they'll bounce back well?
No, I think they're going to have extra motivation with us because, to be honest, they are having a difficult economic situation. So after this disaster... the situation is worse. So, but they're gonna have extra motivation and to be honest, they can't win. The Clásico, they can't win.
They can't win.
They can.
They can.
I was going to say that was going to be my supplementary question. What you've seen of them in the last couple of weeks, are you confident that you can beat them when you play them?
Yeah, I am confident. After this game, I didn't see Barcelona. After Anfield. That it's like I said, we start the season now. It's true. We are 8 points behind, but we start the season now.
You know what's crazy? Ancelotti's never won back-to-back league titles in his career.
Never?
He's never won back-to-back league
what,
like
in any
2
country?
in a row. Any country.
Wow.
He won 1 at Chelsea, 1 at PSG.
Yes.
He won 1 at and then came back. He won 1. So if he defends the title, this will be the first time in his career that he's done it. Which is crazy for someone who's won 4 Champions Leagues, is it?
Ancelotti?
He's definitely been one of the
4.
most
He's won 4
successful
Champions League, 2 at AC
managers,
Milan and 2 at Real Madrid. So
right, guys, so it's time for me to wrap up. We're seeing Fred and Fernandes go down the tunnel.
That
waving to
Portuguese
the
guy.
crowd.
No, Xavi. Xavi. Oh, you Sutton or another. I can't say it. That Portuguese guy. You see what he did to your defenders for the second goal. Have some respect.
So, there we have it.
That's why Modric is better than you.
United through to the last 16 of the Europa League. They have just beaten Barcelona tonight 2-1. They drew the first leg 2-2. So that means that United progress through to the next round. Thank you very much, everybody, for watching. It's been a real honour and a pleasure for me to sit here in amongst such esteemed company. Big up Raul to my left.
Thank you.
Also links to my right with a big smile.
Got my prediction spot on. Thank you very much.
And thank you very much, everybody, for watching. Keep it locked and tuned to DR Sports. Don't forget, this Sunday, the 26th of February, DR Sports will be covering the boxing. Jake Paul versus Tommy Fury. Big fight. Make sure you tune in and watch it. We're going to have lots of people in the studio. We're going to have a big fight fun party. So make sure you check that out. We're out. See you later. Take care.
Come on!